Is it the end of the world? Yes. Oh, it is the end of the world. And it's also the beginning of a brand new, solid Juggalo world for us all to enjoy. What's up?
Hola.
Peace among worlds. Welcome, everyone. We are here. We are live. This is Deck One Dealt, the premier Juggalo podcast. My name is Kyle, a.k.a. Keezy, and these are my best friends in the world. My man next to me right here is...
Just Chris or just Chris. Options are endless.
And next to him...
Carver, DJ Carver on the carving board, bro.
Oh, perfect time to hit the air horn would have been right there, man. Yep. So today is a great day.
Absolutely.
How's everybody doing? Good?
Fantabulous.
Feeling awesome. Had to come from work. They scheduled me today, so I wasn't thrilled about that. But
Yeah, that sucks.
other than that, good day.
That's pretty sucky.
Where do you work?
I am a meat.
Are
Definitely
you
not
a
there.
barista? What do you call him?
I'm a meat cutter.
Oh, okay.
I am a meat cutter. I
Fellow
have
carver.
I have one of the arguably the most juggalo jobs you can have, other than working at a Faygo factory, which this guy has done. But yeah, other than working at a Faygo factory, I think I have one of the most juggalo jobs you can have. I cut things up for a living.
Nice.
You're a literal carver. Oh
Exactly.
man, why do we got all kinds of drop frames? I'm sorry, I have to address it.
Drop
This is
frames?
not the day for this.
No, it's
What is
not.
going on, guys?
I'm not sure why that's happening.
It might be the rain outside.
It shouldn't be.
The weather.
Let me make sure I stopped everything I need to stop. Hold on one second. Well, just keep talking. Just keep talking about
Oh,
your
yeah.
job or whatever.
But about your job. So I get there and I clock in and no.
I stopped that, so I don't know what it is, man.
No.
Yeah, I in order to
What
get
do you-
off, I had to tell my boss that I had a counselor or a psychotherapist meeting. The thing is, I work for a very liberal company.
Well, this is kind of a psychotherapist meeting, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But I told him I had a doctor's appointment. He was like, "A doctor's appointment on a Sunday?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, it's a psychiatrist." And he was like, "Oh, and that, yeah, absolutely. Take a mental health day. I totally get, yeah." And so that got me off.
Good. Hell yeah, dude.
So
Love it.
3 cheers for mental health days, guys.
Dude, mental health is very important.
It is, absolutely, bro.
Take care of yourself, everyone out there. Do it. All right, so I don't know what the drop frames is all about. We're just going to continue. The recording is going to be fine, so
Oh, yeah.
we'll be all right. Sorry to any live viewers who are experiencing any issues, but today is a great day because we are going to be talking to the man, the myth, the legend himself, Vinny Mac, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Who we love on this show.
We're big fans.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say, in my opinion,
We'll wait on that.
if you are to define what a juggalo is, this dude is pretty much the mold of that. Like, does what makes him happy. Like, fuck what you think. Down for the fucking cause. Like a real ass juggalo for sure.
An absolute real juggalo, a real friend. I hope, Vinny, you're welcome to turn your video on. We'll bring you in as soon as you're ready. Here he comes. This is the man, the myth, the legend,
Vinny Mac.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, what's up, Vinny? How you doing, bub?
What is up?
Get out of yourself.
I'm very, very good, man. It's a beautiful day here. Beautiful day.
Vinny, welcome to Deck One Dealt, man. We love you. We're so happy to have you here, man.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here.
Hell yeah, dude. We look, dude.
I love you, man.
We do love.
Fucking love Vinny.
I love you too, guys.
Awesome.
Whoop.
Thank you. Whoop, whoop.
We're
drinking Pepsi today.
Oh yes,
Because
we knew
my
it,
man, my
We knew
man.
it.
There we go.
We do.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, man.
Cheers. Absolutely. We all know that Faygo is the preferred drink, but if you're going to pick between Coca-Cola and Pepsi, men drink Pepsi. You might as well put Coca-Cola in a fucking baby bottle. You know?
Absolutely.
My
Hey,
opinion.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Or mix it up, whatever you want to do.
Hell yeah. I'm all for expression. But personally, I don't fuck with Coke drinkers. That's just me though. Just me.
hell yeah! Look at Vinny Mac
problem,
sparking
no
up a blunt as soon as he starts. He don't fuck around.
My man.
Fuck yeah.
That's exactly. I'm gonna join myself.
Way to do it.
I'm doing a bowl. Just because I can't roll for shit. It's kind of like the Loonies said. I know how to roll, or I know how to smoke, but I don't know how to roll. and I put that even backwards. But yeah,
I'm more of an
Not a
Apple
bad
kind of
thing
guy.
at all.
right.
So Vinny, we didn't talk a whole lot. We spoke a little bit before the show, just just meeting you and everything. Obviously, we didn't talk a whole lot. But first, let me ask. We've been big fans of you for a while, but how much do you know about us? how much?
Not so much. This will be a debut, so
Good.
I'm looking forward to getting to know you guys.
Perfect.
Awesome.
All right, that's no problem. So the reason I asked that, I mean, we've talked about you a lot on the show. It started as we did discover the my life with a sex doll. What's it called? A relationship with a sex doll series that you have on YouTube.
That's correct. That's correct. Yes.
That's how we discovered you, and that's how I found out about you. I just started scrolling through the hashtag Juggalo. I came upon you, and I was instantly like intrigued. I said, I have to know more about this guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
That's awesome. That's pretty cool.
so I found your YouTube channel, found the playlists. I watched at that time both seasons, 2 seasons of the show had come out. I watched all of it. I became obsessed with you and Amber. I showed my wife. I showed Carver on the show. We were blown away. We were intrigued by you, by your relationship with Amber.
I've ran through a gamut of feelings watching you, Vinny. It started with confusion, then it was joy, happiness, obsession. There's been many things that ran through my brain watching the entertainment you gave us.
Yeah, that's the point of a relationship. Everybody deserves to be happy, and everyone deserves love. And the way that this world's coming to, ever since 2020, everything changed. Ever since COVID hit, everything changed.
Absolutely.
There was more divorces, and there was less marriages, and it's crazy. And when I started going to school, when I was going to International College Broadcasting, and I wanted to do something different since I was doing reality television for over 10 years on YouTube.
Yes.
That was pretty much all I was doing. So I want to try something new. So I decided, how about if I do some comedy or some romance and something like that, or mix it together? And then when I was single for quite some time and I got really lonely, and I figured myself, what can I do to get more viewers or more subscribers and just get my energy up? Because entertainment is what I do. I love what I do. So then I got curious about these type of people that Amber is. So I looked up a couple videos on YouTube, and I was going through these people's stories, like the downfalls they went through, the breakups they went through, or a breakup that went so wrong. So I decided, how about if I explore these people's lives and make it good?
Yes.
So then I came up with a relationship with the doll, and I found Amber on Amazon, and it's crazy to find something like that on Amazon.
Yeah.
To find
Yeah.
people like her.
Wow. Yeah.
That was one of our questions. Matt, in fact, where do you find these people? And Amazon, I mean, I guess is as good a place as any.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was really weird of finding these type of people on Amazon, because you pretty much see them at realdoll.com or yourdoll.com,
Yes.
those type of websites. That's where you find these type of people. But I found her on Amazon, and I looked right at the face.
Yeah.
And that's the first thing I loved so much about her, was her face and her brown eyes.
Yeah.
And that's one of my weaknesses on a woman, is brown eyes. I don't know what I craved with brown eyes, but my ex-wife, she had brown eyes.
I like
and
big
I was
tits.
with her for 10 years. And that was the attraction that I had. Pretty much the entire relationship was a woman with brown eyes, and I just love that.
Yeah.
So I asked myself, do I really want to own her? Do I really want to bring her from wherever she's from to me?
Right.
So I decided to go along with it, and right when she first came to my door, and I couldn't believe how it felt.
Yeah.
It felt like I was touching a real person in a box.
Yeah.
But it's not 100% like a human, but it's almost pretty much like one.
Wow.
She was soft. She has soft skin,
Okay.
almost like a human, and she looks so damn realistic.
Yeah.
So I started practicing with her to see how she moves. And
not to
get
interrupt,
to know
but
her a little bit.
not to interrupt, Vinny, but I
And-
noticed that she has very was her hair something that you chose, or did she come with that hair color?
Okay, with the hair colors,
Yeah.
I came up by myself.
Oh,
They
okay.
were wigs.
Gotcha.
So I started off with Sasha Banks's hair. So I started with that.
Yeah.
That was the first hair that I started with her.
And she's a
Yeah.
wrestler,
And
right?
she was, yes, Sasha Banks, yes. And then the last hair that I did, I think, I forget what hair that I had her on her last. I think it was the blonde hair. I think that was the last.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
the
If I'm not
blonde.
100%
Oh, yeah.
because I have been doing other stuff and all that, and I just had great times with her. And right after I got done working with everything to know about her, how to clean, keep her being clean and looking good and happy inside.
Right.
And the reason why I say that
Gave her the
is
best
like
life.
it's taking care of a piece of myself.
Yeah.
Like she is part of me.
Absolutely.
Like, just like I told everybody, she has a little piece of my heart. I gave that piece to her.
Yeah.
So my heart is her heart. My mind is her mind.
Church.
So it's like taking care of a piece of me.
Yeah. I
And
mean, that's a
then
good
out
way
of
to feel
nowhere-
toward your significant other. Absolutely. I
So-
think that's respectable.
And then,
So I would say
and then
that
out of nowhere, I started writing a script and wrote a story about it.
Yeah.
So if these people these real life stories, if they were like
They all need a
sad
story to tell.
and just hardly any happiness or anything, then I created this to change all that. And I played this guy that was not happy for a very long time. And he felt like he was unloved. And until this one woman came in. And then it doesn't matter who she is or what she is. People like her should be treated the same way as you would if she was a human girlfriend or a wife.
Bro.
and I
absolutely.
will say, was it episode 1 where she came to the door and you met her? I mean, that touched me. That scene, it was very well shot.
No, 100%.
And it actually had me gripped.
I think the editing on the videos is done really well.
Yeah,
100%.
I do want to compliment you on that, Vinny. Like, it's obvious. I know that's what you go to school for, and like that's something you're working on. Like a lot of your editing and like just the way some of your shots are done. Like you obviously
Good
set,
angles.
Yeah, you set
Good
your
camera
camera
angles.
up. You walk through the scene. Like you shot everything. We notice it, man. Like we're creative. We all do stuff like that. So like
Yeah.
we do appreciate that and notice that you're putting in the work.
Me personally, I also connected with the story because I'm coming out of a marriage. My ex-wife cheated on me with 3 guys, so I definitely understood all that. And you know, even though I didn't have a girl like Amber, I did meet a girl later on, and you know that helped me to get over that real big trauma. You know what I
Very-
mean?
very
So
therapeutic.
that's why I really, really love your story, because it's a story of perseverance. You know, it's a story of being in a dark place and finding some light and persevering and becoming better for it. And yeah, man, that's awesome. That's good shit to watch. Real good entertainment, in my opinion.
Might I add, in a world of
Thank
confusion,
you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
during
Our
a
pleasure.
period of a world at its brink of extinction and confusion, and you bring this light into the world that is Amber, and that is this relationship.
Yeah, man. It's awesome. Yeah, like it's really good, wholesome entertainment. That's what I love about it, and like it's inspiring. I think that people in a dark place could watch that series, and they could ask themselves like, you know, shit, man, like why the fuck can't I do something to move on from this? Why can't I be happy? Like, I don't have to follow a set path. Like, I can do whatever the hell I want to do and be with whoever I want to be with, as long as it's making me happy. And I think that's an important message that, especially as juggalos, we need to be living every day. Like, fuck what the world thinks. We got each other, and we've got this pride that the Insane Clown Posse has instilled in us, that even though we're unique and we're weird individuals, together we're a big family. And we belong with each other, you know, and like that. I think that's
Exactly the way it should be.
yeah, and I think that's
Exactly.
I think that's what your whole series really displays and sends out that message. I think it's a great example of that. I encourage anyone who's listening and watching that hasn't seen the series to go watch it. It's amazing. I really do recommend that.
I love
Most have, but yeah.
I love talking about Amber and everything.
Yeah, I was going to say him talking about ICP, and to circle back to that.
Yeah.
I had a question about that. You being a juggalo, and the origin story of where you found ICP and being a juggalo. Did that help you? Did that help you with the courage to make this series? We'll circle back around to that. But what's your juggalo origin story? Matter of fact, that's really one of the main things we want to hear.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Well, my story could be very touching, but I have to go all the way back to the beginning. So, it all started when I was going downhill with my ex-wife, and everything was going good for 10 years. And then all of a sudden it started going downhill. Like, I was treated like the bad guy and she was the victim. Like, her family is dissing on me and hating on me because of I'm treating her so good, or they wish they had a relationship like I do with her. And it's just, everything went downhill, and one thing has been said and another thing has been said, and I was full of stress, and I felt so terrible, and I was eating so much, I was drinking so much, and I am 5'6", and I was over 225 pounds. I was that heavy.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
And then this friend of mine at work, with the person I used to work with, he was a juggalo, and I was seeing him wearing Insane Clown Posse hoodies and all that, and I was asking him, "What are you wearing? That's pretty cool."
Yeah.
And he told me that it's Insane Clown Posse, and I was like, "Okay, cool." And he asked me, "Do you want to listen to some of their music?" And I was like, "Sure." And he played 2 songs that I recognized, and the reason why is because I got it on CD years ago.
Oh wow.
And I didn't even know a thing about Insane Clown Posse back then. So the 2 songs that I had was the Nun Game and Piggy Pie. Those are the 2 songs I only had of Insane Clown Posse.
And how old were you at this time? When was this?
And when he played those songs, I was like, I had those songs. I have those. I heard them before. And he told me, "Have you listened to all 6 albums, the first Joker cards?" And I was like, "No, I did not." And he was like, "I think you should, because it could change your life."
It's a story.
And he was seeing that I was down. I did not want to talk much. I didn't want to do much. I was so down.
Yeah.
So he did whatever it takes to get myself back up.
Yeah.
So the most challenging day was the day that I separated with my ex-wife.
Yeah.
And I told her that everything was going downhill. I need some space. I need to get away for a week. And she would not accept it. And she was doing stupid things while I was packing my stuff and just want to get away for a week.
Yeah.
And she tricked me on getting back to the house, and she told me to find her wedding ring in the restroom. And when I done that, she was like this right by the front door. And she was like, "You're not going anywhere. You're staying. You're not leaving." So I had at least 6 or 10 feet away from her, and I asked her, "I need to go. I need to leave. I need space."
Yeah.
And she kept denying it. And until 30 minutes later, one of the neighbors came in, and my ex-wife claimed her as a friend or whatever.
Yeah.
And that was my golden ticket to get away from her. I just need escort to the door. So if it wasn't for that friend, I would have been stuck.
Yeah.
But
I would have been trapped.
at this time, during this conflict, in this breakup, you did have the power of the Joker's cards in your mind. You had the story of the legacy of the Dark Carnival running through your head. It almost helped you. I could imagine this being a force that could get you through this.
Yes, and while I was looking through the door, and if I was a juggler back then, I would have seen her as the ringmaster.
Oh, yeah.
And the reason why I say that is because there's this person just standing right by the front door. And this person is just saying, "You can't go by this door unless you pass through me.
Yeah.
You can't get by this door.
Right.
You're staying here, and that's the way it's going to be."
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for that friend that came right in, and I don't know who it was, but the person told me, I think it's a good idea for you to go.
Mm.
So the last thing that I did, I gave her my one last kiss, and I walked out the door, and I got my very own apartment. So I lived by myself, and I thought to myself, I'd rather start this journey because I'm done being Mr. Nice Guy. I'm done being hurt and being betrayed by these type of people. Let's see if I can go through this journey.
So you were kind of reborn.
So I went through.
Like the Dark Carnival helped you rebirth.
Yes, it's like rebirth to me.
Yeah.
So I just want to bring myself back to life and bring the real me.
Oh yeah.
Is this really me? Mr. Nice Guy, giving money to people, helping people out, letting people in my home and just hang out as one. Just
you have a great
you
have a great legacy within the Juggalo world. The people that know you all know that you were a good soul and a good person.
This is like a hero's journey.
No, 100%. Like 100%. Like I said, it's 100% inspiring across the board, man. That's where I think you really have a gift of being able to put that on film and kind of put that energy out there. It's good thing for a bad day. Good thing for a bad day.
It's infectious.
Yeah, good word.
Okay, and as I continue on, is when I got my very own place and I started going through all 6 Joker cards. But there were 2 major ones that got my attention.
Yeah.
And I already said the first one, and it was the Ringmaster.
Yes.
And every single song I listen to, I see this big guy just standing right in front of me on the door, just like my ex-wife did.
Yeah.
And it said, "You're not good enough. You're staying here. You're not going anywhere.
Right.
You don't belong here. You don't belong to go to college. You don't have the ability. You're a special ed student. You don't fit in it for college." So what do? I listen to every single song. And by the last song, if I would have died after the song ended, I would have 2 choices. Bow down to the Ringmaster or throw him out of my way and go through that door.
Yep.
See, that's a fascinating. That's a fascinating take.
Forks up, forks down. You got to pick which one you're gonna do.
Haven't heard too many juggalos explain it in that way, to where the decision is to go beyond the Ringmaster rather than actually letting it control you.
Yeah, I see.
Great.
The Ringmaster as a barrier instead of a leader.
Yes.
Instead of a host.
Yes.
Hell yeah, man. That's awesome, dude.
And then the second one was the Rattle Box.
Oh yeah, my
And,
favorite Joker's card.
The reason
personally.
why I say the Rattle Box is that when I'm listening to the album, I see this giant box just sitting right in front of me. And there is a handle right next to that box. And I'm listening to every single song, and I'm cranking that thing up. I'm cranking it and cranking it. And right by the last song, if I would have died by the last lyric or whatever, what would pop out of that box? Will it be a devil or an angel?
Yeah.
And to me, in my eyes, I saw an angel.
So in that,
I don't know what my riddle box would have. Probably like a dildo.
Well,
mine would probably be like a dick. Sorry.
That's interesting to hear.
Just
That's interesting.
I've thought a lot about it. Mine would be a dick.
So
just pop up and I'll be like, oh God, it got me, riddle box.
As long as it has a halo, I think you're good.
Yeah, a dick with a halo.
I
little
can
angel
picture
dick.
this, guys. I can picture this. If your box did have a dildo, this is the way I would see it. You're cranking it up, bonk.
Oh yeah,
Stuck in your mouth.
Yeah, absolutely.
What exactly did I put myself into?
Exactly.
What was I seeing in the first place? I was hoping for a devil or an angel. Why did I think this way?
Exactly.
It came out wrong.
And see, that's why that is why when you do open the riddle box, keep your mouth shut.
No,
Don't do it. Don't do it open mouthed, or you might get a dick in your mouth. I don't even think they put that on the album,
Exactly.
but it is a fact. Very good tip from the Mac, Vinny Mac.
Yes. So, assuming that you, or I guess I can assume you're a God-fearing man, a man of the cloth, if you will, seeing an angel come out of the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
then the last, then there are 4 songs that I would like to talk about that just woke me up. There are 4 songs.
Okay.
The first one is The House of Mirrors.
The shit. Ooh.
The House of Mirrors And I've been picturing this in my head on the first song that the first time I was listening to it.
Yeah.
I was listening to the lyrics, and I pictured myself inside this maze, just going right inside it. There was nothing but mirrors. And there were a few things that I saw. When I looked at myself in the mirror, I did see thorns come out of my head. Like, what did I do bad? Or is it my past or whatever? Because I did make a few mistakes in my past.
Yeah.
Like touching a female without permission. Something like that. Just the little tiny things. And also stealing as a kid. I used to steal from restaurants and gas stations when I was a kid.
Oh, we all did.
Because I was in a poor family.
I
So,
just
I did
honestly,
make a few
I just really
mistakes.
liked bubble gum, so I would just steal that shit. Because
So
no judgment.
I was
there.
thinking about all the sins that I committed. And as I go through the maze and when I enter through the end of that maze,
Yeah.
I change all that.
Okay.
So I want to change to something good, and whatever happened in the past stays in the past.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But the only past that can live on is the good memories. And that's my main focus. So I've been doing that for the past 4 years now, ever since I started getting into this music 4 years ago.
Oh,
So
nice.
2019 is when I went through all the Joker cards and
Oh,
changed my
yeah.
life around.
Oh yeah, man.
And look how quickly,
So-
look how quickly it engulfed you, and it spoke so truly to your heart.
I was on the same pathway. I think I kind of was the same pathway when I became a became a juggalo. It was 2000. It was right when Bizarre and Twisted Freak Show came out. I remember those were the two newest albums when I became juggalo. But yeah, man, I did the same thing, man. It was just like these guys can attest. My name is Chris. Just Chris. But I can be Chris of many faces. But back then, I even had my friends call me Derek Lotus. I had my family call me Derek Lotus to the point where they were annoyed with it because I was just so into psychopathic. All I wore, all I talked about, it was engrossing. I kind of fell out of it during the second deck, but these guys have brought me back in and introduced me back into it, and I'm finding the dopeness in the second deck as well. So yeah, man, it's been an awesome journey. And like I said, I see a lot of parallels with you, man. I can relate a lot to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
man.
awesome, bro. That's awesome.
Church.
So House of
All
Mirrors.
right, the second song was "Fuck the World."
Woo!
That's my second song that woke me up.
That's like top 5.
And the reason why is it gives me the opportunity to don't even matter what things are going on in this world. Whatever negative or bad things is going on, fuck the world. If people's going to hate on you, try to put you down, saying this and saying that, prove them wrong.
That's right.
Exactly. Church. 100%. I'm with that, dude. I love that song.
Absolutely.
What's your number 3?
My number 3 is Homies.
Homies?
Homies
Oh,
is
man.
number 3.
Yeah. I think that's one of the
And-
greatest songs live for sure.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes. And when I listen to Homies, it feels like that whatever atmosphere you're going through the Juggalo world, there's no stranger in sight.
Oh, shit.
We're all family. We're all friends. We're brothers and sisters, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife.
Yeah.
We're all in one.
Let me
Oh,
ask you a
man.
question, Vinny, because we're actually covering the Wraith remixes today. Do you like the original Homies or the remix Homies better?
Wow. Whatever Homies is on the album. It's
Gotcha.
on the Shangri-La album.
Homies,
That's the
homies,
original.
that's
Oh,
these
yeah.
That
dogs
track.
of mine. That one.
Yeah, that is the original.
And then,
That's
yeah, the remix
greatest
is the
one.
Homies.
The
Man,
Mike
that's
P
my dog,
produced one,
homie.
baby.
Yeah,
And
we
I'm
with
down
you,
for
bro.
Yeah, yeah. See, honestly, I don't know. I like the remix more personally, but don't hit me.
You're dead to me.
You're
Go
nuts.
ahead. Yeah. No, dude. I just love Mikey
I'm
Clark.
curious of reason why is. Give me a reason why, please.
Mikey Clark, man. I think anytime Mikey Clark works with the clowns, it's their best possible sound.
Yeah.
So
You're not-
even
you're
though,
not wrong
even
on
though,
that.
even though I think Mike P did the whole Wraith album, right?
Mike P is also amazing.
Mike P is absolutely amazing. But I think
Yes.
his main gift is being an engineer. He knows how to mix sounds really beautifully
Yeah.
and come out with really great productions. While Mikey Clark, his thing is he knows how to work with the fucking
He just
clowns.
knows the clowns.
So
the
he
best.
knows
Yeah.
how to fit Jay and Shaggy in with the music. He knows how to lay out the song I think he just plus the chorus, you know, homies, man, that's my dog. Like I can
little more
ride
subdued, a little darker.
Yeah, a little more.
yeah.
I just kind of like really vibe to that one a little bit more, but that's just me. I totally get why the original. I think the original has more of like a more like love and positive feeling. I just kind of like the ride version a little bit. So the
Yeah.
remix, Mikey Clark. That's why I like the Mikey Clark personally.
And can I share with you, Vinny, one of
That's
my
a good
favorite
answer.
songs?
I like that answer.
Thank you,
That's
sir.
pretty cool.
Thank you,
That
sir.
was a great answer. And I will say one of my favorite songs is actually Miracles. And
Miracles, that's a good one too.
And I
yes.
love Miracles. I mean, we're going to the other deck, but I love Miracles, and I do think the story you told with Amber was in fact a miracle.
Thank you very much, and I like to hear that. I like the sound of that. And my last song is the Revealing.
Oh,
The Unveiling.
The Unveiling.
Very last song.
Great one.
And
We're not
that's
sorry
when
if we
Vinny
tricked you.
Mac Born.
Oh, that was it right there. Absolutely, the carnival is God.
When that message,
Yeah.
that last message that says that they always believed in God,
Yeah.
that woke me up.
Absolutely,
And
man.
I was like, what?
yeah,
I
yeah,
was like, oh my God.
yeah,
And I just became brand new. I feel like I was reborn.
yeah. Then that's when you
And
kind
just
of
like I said,
realize.
Vinny Mac was born.
Yeah. That's kind of when you realize the messages behind the Dark Carnival just being a big parable for death, really. You know, and trying to
And
tell
when-
you.
And when I met in St. Clown Posse last year at the gathering, and I told him, thank you for that. I thanked
Absolutely.
him for it.
Yeah, dude.
Man, see, we were there too. I
For
wish I
all
would
the
have.
music they done, I thanked them.
You're going this year too, yeah? To the gathering?
Yes, I'm going this year because
yeah.
I got so many plans.
Yeah,
and
dude.
I got videos listed that I want to do. And if you guys are going to be there, I would like to join you guys.
Fuck
Absolutely,
yeah.
If
dude.
you're gonna be there.
Absolutely, brother. We'll
It'll be
100%.
good to see you guys in person.
Yeah,
sure,
same here,
dude.
dude. We'll definitely kick it there for sure. I mean, there's all kinds of events. I think honestly, because I've been on message boards and stuff, I'm most excited about the shit that Juggalos are doing more so than I'm excited about like the psychopathic events. Don't get me wrong, the ICP shows, especially the Wicked Clowns from Outer Space, hearing all the old school tracks. That's going to be fucking amazing. It's going to bring me back. I'm going to be as happiest I've been in probably a decade at that show. But
That's awesome.
yeah, 100%. And I'm also looking forward to seeing some of the other acts like Yellow Wolf, Ritz. I listen to a lot of rap outside of psychopathic as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing these rap acts. They got the fucking Sugar Hill Gang, bro. Like originators of hip hop. That's insane to me. But yeah,
So you had what songs so far? House of Mirrors,
The Unveiling,
The Unveiling,
Fuck the
Homies.
World,
Full
and Hook.
Homes and Revealing.
Okay,
Yeah.
what? So what's that's the four main songs, or is there
Those
more?
are the four songs that woke me
Those-
up.
that's
Yeah,
what-
that's like
And
the.
it just woke me up.
Basically,
and gave me a clean picture of everything I went through from bad to better.
Absolutely. So it's kind of like the formula for Vinnie Mac, like your mini biography in a song
Love
Yes.
it.
There
or
you
in
go.
a
Fucking
set
love it.
list. Absolutely, man.
So,
So everybody
songs mean the
listening,
world
if you
to
guys
me
want to know the
because
official
they
Vinnie
changed
Mac
me.
playlist, there it is, man.
Vinny Mac playlist. We need to make one of those. I mean, it's great. It's a great fucking playlist. I want to hear it more. Let's play it. Let's get it on here. Let's actually make it our theme.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
those four songs?
Those four songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like everybody just has to sit for 30 minutes before each show and listen to those four songs. I'm down with that.
Let's do it.
So Vinny, I want to say this, like on relationship with a sex doll, I was immediately enthralled because on the very first episode, you're sitting down in front of the camera explaining what the series is going to be, what it's going to be about, and one of the very first things that I loved you said, and this is what made me know you were down as fuck juggalo, is that even though this show is not about being a juggalo at all, like not whatsoever, but one of the very first things you say in that episode is, I need a woman. Number one thing she has to be is a juggalette.
Yep.
Very first
Yep.
fucking thing he says.
Yep.
You know, so
Top of your list. Top of your list, man.
that's how you. And this show's
Yep.
not even. This show has nothing to do about ICP. You know, that's number one. And then in every episode, you're rocking the chain. You got different jerseys, shirts. She's
here
rocking
at-
the shirts.
Yeah,
like-
here at Deck
Man,
Wendell, we love juggalettes. I do think juggalettes are the dopest kind of females there are. The only problem is we only have, I think, one or two that watch the show. We're pretty much a sausage fest show. I'd say 98% of our listeners are males, but that's cool. We are trying to get more juggalettes to listen. We're giving out free shirts and shit.
Well, what is Vinny? So we
to
love
certain time. Actually, hold on. Just because Vinny Mac's here, special event. On behalf of Vinny Mac, we're going to give out another Cartoon Nightmares shirt. This one, though, is going to be from Vinny Mac. We're going to give it out, though, in his honor. So if you're a juggalette and you want a free Cartoon Nightmares shirt, send a message
they're just gonna
and
cheat.
say, I'm watching the show. I know they're going to cheat, but it still gets juggalettes.
All right, look. Let's talk to Vinny Mac right now. We'll talk about that contest after.
Got you. After.
So I want to talk. So Vinny Mac is I want to talk about how big of a juggalo he is. Like, that's how important being a juggalo is to Vinny Mac.
Oh, bro, your drip, jerseys, shirts, your drip is nuts, bro. Love it. Go ahead.
It's true.
Yeah.
All right. As I continue on, ever since I made this life change,
Yes.
there were so many things that were so challenging that I went through. And I did not expect of going through all this. So the first thing that happened was my grandfather passed.
Oh, rip.
And I had the strength on facing him and telling him my final words to him. And the final words I said to him, I promise you that I will graduate from college no matter what happens.
Man of your word.
So right when he passed, and I did whatever it takes. If I want to piss my ex-wife off, I want to do something that Vince Kissinger would never do, is keep a promise and keep his word.
Fuck
man.
yeah.
Hell yeah,
We
dude.
love it. The perseverance.
Fuck yeah, dude. Words to live by.
Hey, and that's the same thing that Violent J lived by, and that's why ICP
Yeah.
exists.
Set your clocks and place bets, boys.
That's it.
That's it.
And then the next tragedy happened, and it was the hardest I ever went through, was my father. My father passed.
I still have both my parents, so I'm
And-
very blessed there, but yeah, sorry.
And I've had the strength to touch his cold hand one last time. And when I did that, I made the same promise. I promised that I would graduate from college no matter what happens. So time went by until his funeral came in.
Yeah.
And all those days that I went through during his death, I didn't want to eat much. I didn't want to drink any water. I didn't want to do hardly anything. I didn't want to go to work because I was so downhill. And I was very happy that my coworkers at Crocs, the place I work at right now, they had my back. They were checking on me to see if I was okay. And
You got
just
people that
guiding
love
me
you,
through
man.
all this. And until his funeral came up, and I ever felt so much strength inside me. Right after the pastor was done talking, and he asked, does anybody want to come up and speak their word about my father's memory? And I was the first one to get up. And I got up, and I had the list, just like I did for you guys today. I wrote a list of stuff that I want to talk about. So I did from one thing to another, and then I ended it with my final story that I had with my father. And it was the Pittsburgh Steelers and Cincinnati Bengals football game. And that was the last memory that I ever had with my dad. That was the first time in years that I ever had a father and son outing. I hardly ever go out with my father. But that day was very special to me. And I did not cry or anything. But I did this. I love you, Pop. I'll miss you. And that's how I ended it.
We could all learn from that.
Ever since I became Juggalo, I felt stronger than ever.
Fuck yeah.
And that should be very special to every Juggalo and Juggalette. You can be different, feel different, feel better about yourself, and feel stronger than ever.
So in hindsight, I guess we can circle back to that is really what brings us all together. It's what brought us here with you right now today.
Yeah.
It's what creates this world, and I truly love it. It's a hero's journey.
All three of us are friends because of ICP. Literally, we would not.
100%.
We've been friends for like 20 years. ICP brought us together, man.
Because becoming a juggalo is it's a revelation. It's a rebirth. It's a hero's journey. It's many things, but I love sharing it.
I 100%, like, I don't want to get this focused on me because you're a legend and I want to mainly talk about you, but I 100% would have killed myself without ICP and these guys. Like ICP 100% saved my life. I was getting bullied relentlessly. We've talked about that on show, but these guys saved my life, and ICP like introduced all of us. So ICP, I think they've been told by countless people, and we as juggalos know, but they're the most misunderstood group, as well as juggalos on the most misunderstood group on the planet. You know what I mean? They've done so much positive shit in this world, and they're never given credit for it. I think there's countless lives that are saved because of ICP.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, Vinny, you fit right in here, man. Anytime you want to come back, man, you're welcome. You're welcome here. There's an open door policy anytime.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure, dude.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, guys.
Dude, and I'm insanely stoked to hang out with you at the gathering and like meet you in person. We're gonna have a fucking blast. It's gonna be an epic gathering. We're about to bring fucking outer space down to planet Earth, Martian shit, alien shit. We're gonna fucking have a blast. Like, let's take off, man.
And tentacles, baby.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can
I'll
have
be looking forward to it.
no
and
problem, Carver.
hopefully
You
I
can
find
have some of
true
my
love
trail mix.
Oh yeah,
at the gathering, because these dating apps are just crazy.
yeah. They're all probably
There's-
full of spam and shit, right?
Exactly. And I had 2 women on those apps so far.
Yeah.
And one of them ghosted me. I just met her, went on a date with her. Then the day after, when I was trying to message her and call her, she ghosted me.
Wow.
What?
And now the one that just a couple days ago, it turned out to be fake.
Dude, what if, you know what? I know we don't have any women listeners, but what if we put,
we have definitely one.
well, sure,
Shouts to
supposedly,
Taylor.
but,
Shouts to Taylor.
but what if we put the call out and we start making it our mission to find true love for Vinny?
That's what I was going to ask. You know, I like that idea.
I would be down for that.
I was going to ask, do you have any? Did you have any plans for the gathering this year? Did you have any kind of course of attack? Anything like that?
Well, my only plans that I came up with so far is I want to do like a little TikTok video style and doing a YouTube style. It's like holding these cards up and it said like kiss, hug, slap, or whatever. I want to do something like that. I want to do a video of that.
Oh yeah.
And a little video of just meeting people, greeting people, and see how special the gathering is to them and what's good about it, and just make a little music video of the gathering, just like I did last year, but it got banned because I had nudity on it. So I am going to be making this video a whole lot better with no nudity at all.
Awesome.
But I am going to be seeing women naked.
Of course.
I
yeah,
am
dude.
not going to be keeping that to myself because I do want to see the Juggalette contest and
Shit, yeah,
the
dude.
big buns or whatever they
Look,
called it. So I'm looking forward to that.
There's some
and
juggalettes out there that
especially
are
all the
baddies,
concerts. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Who outside of ICP are you most stoked to see in the concerts? Is there anybody that's on the guest list that's not psychopathic that you're stoked to see?
There's one name,
Yeah.
Whitney Payton.
Oh,
Payton?
yeah.
Oh,
That's
I'm a
my
fan,
girl.
bro.
That's my girl.
I like her a lot. I'm
She's
a big
fire.
fan.
She can spit, bro.
I love her.
I met her
Everybody-
a couple years ago, and she was the nicest woman I met. And
Church.
and I did a video at her concert, and this is very surprised me.
Yeah.
And I was in front of the stage. I was very close to the stage while she was doing one of her songs, and I think it was like "Do It Again" or something like that. I think that was called. And she looked at my camera. She was looking at the other person, and she was just doing her thing. But what surprised me most is that she grabbed my camera and she got the footage of the crowd, and also her rapping, and gave it back to me.
Oh, that's
and
ill.
and I told her that performance was awesome and her music was awesome.
She's great.
I was hoping for her to perform one of my all-time favorite hits of her was Whitty Whoop Whoop.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I was hoping for her to perform that because I am huge with that song. That's when I started listening to her.
Whitney
That was
Payton.
the first song
Whitney
I listened
Payton,
to.
we know you watch Deck One Delt. We know it.
Yeah.
Play Whoop-De Whoop Whoop at the gathering. Or is she at the gathering this year? Yeah.
Yeah.
Play
She's
Whoop-De
there.
Whoop Whoop for
Yeah,
our,
she
for
is.
our
That's
man
the thing.
Vinny Mac. Please, Whitney Payton.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody get on Whitney Payton's Insta and drop that she needs to play that song. at
play
the gathering.
Whoop-De Whoop.
Play Whoop-De Whoop on the gathering.
That's right. And
Get
then-
it going. Come on,
And
y'all.
I got a photo opportunity with her, and she was
dope.
she was sweet.
She's so nice.
She's a really good
I
personality.
met her once. I got her autograph.
An
She's
insanely gifted MC. I think
Yeah.
a lot of people in the underground rap world talk about Snow the product. Whitney doesn't get enough credit. I think she's a fucking beast on the mic.
Why are people talking about a product?
Snow the product.
Is that
Carver. Oh, Carver.
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
So Vinny, Vinny, I don't know how much else these guys want to talk about, but one other thing I did want to mention and talk about was, and I'm not sure how much you want to get into it, but we all know we followed you and Amber's story. I seen that I've been following you since before Christmas. I seen where you had proposed to her, and I seen you guys got married on Juggalo Day. That was really nice.
Yeah.
But then
that was a touching episode.
that was, and then we saw, and that was the finale of season 3, right? But
Yes.
obviously, the elephant in the room is that Amber's no longer here.
Yeah.
So what happened? Like, what can you tell us about that?
All right. Well, this is what I'm gonna say, and I'm just gonna keep it as appropriate as possible.
Sure.
Yeah.
And she was standing up. Well, I had her standing up one day, and I was fixing her clothes and all that, putting some brand new clothes on her.
Mm-hmm.
Then all of a sudden, she collapsed. One of her legs just collapsed, and I got a little spooked, and I put her on the bed, and I was talking to her as a normal person. What happened? What exactly happened?
Yeah.
And then I felt inside my heart, and my heart was talking to me, and it was telling me that it was almost time for her to go. It's almost 3 years, and her collapsed. She can't even stand up anymore, and I just couldn't keep her no more. And it was very hard for me to let her go.
Sure.
It was very hard.
I think that's
And
a big step,
I'm
dude.
I'm a type of guy that hardly keeps anything broken or damaged in my home,
Yeah.
because I love having my home as a happy home and organized and look neat.
And out of all that,
So
you can't have a broken heart.
no,
No.
I just
absolutely.
can't. I just couldn't deal with it. But it broke my heart when I had to say goodbye to her.
Yeah.
She wanted me to say goodbye to her, but she told me not to be sad. Just think about all the things I'd done with her. It's something I'd never done before.
Yeah.
Like taking her to these parks and special occasions and all that. All the things that I shared with the best memories that I had with my ex-wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the memories that I missed and I wanted to relive and make it better.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's
Absolutely.
exactly what I did.
Wow.
And a person like Amber should not be treated any differently.
I
Yeah.
agree.
You should treat her as just like if she was a human.
Yeah.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Treat her the same way.
I love that you
So
did
it's
that.
it's like a little exercise. If I haven't been in a human relationship for a long time and I want to better myself or something, do that. And right when you think you're ready to get back on that road, go for it.
Dude, I think
Oh,
that's
yeah,
And
man.
take the lessons that I did with her.
Vinny, I
to
wouldn't be mad if
that
you gave
next
her an epic send off. I can't say I'd be mad if you gave her a Vikings funeral.
No, I was gonna say what kind.
But I did whatever
You're
it
saying
takes
like put
to
her
give
on
her
a
very good
Are you
one
talking about like putting her
because-
on a boat and shooting the boat with a flaming arrow?
Absolutely.
As she floated away.
That
It
is
was like
that is fucking epic.
that would
deserves
be
it.
epic. but
Hey, I want to say this, Vinny.
I want to go out.
In
like
all
that,
in all
like, that
seriousness,
sounds dope
Vinny,
as fuck.
I think what you did there, like some people would probably look at what you did and say, that's weird. He's weird for doing that. What's wrong with him? But I think what you just explained was extremely healthy. Like you took all
Absolutely.
you took all this negative energy, you turned it into like a physical manifestation, and now you're turning it positive with Amber, and you thankfully documented it for us all to enjoy, and we really appreciate it.
and learn from.
And now and the most healthy part is you've realized like it is time to move on. Like I'm ready for another human relationship.
You know how to let go. You
Yeah.
know how to let go, and that's a big thing.
It really is like super like impressive, and it's adult, and I just wanted to commend you for that, man. A lot of people probably would not do that. They may have stuck with dating people like Amber forever.
People get addicted to things they don't know how to let go.
And not that there's anything wrong with it, but I think it is healthy to find out that like, okay, I do want to try again with another human relationship. I think that's pretty healthy.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And respect to anybody. If you
Yep,
are
that's-
dating
that was
somebody
the whole
like Amber,
mission, and if it doesn't work out in the human world, I probably might go back to that lifestyle again and just wait a little bit longer.
yeah, I was gonna say like that was what I was gonna add is if you are somebody, if you're in a relationship with someone like Amber, that's fine, man. You need to do whatever makes you happy. You got one life to live. Do what makes you happy. Just to throw a joke in there, sometimes I wish my woman, but yeah, absolutely,
true.
yeah, but I think all you got to do is just what makes you happy. That's the most important thing in life. And you're a great example of that, man. That's why we respect you here. We love you here. And we think you are the epitome. Like, I think if you opened up a dictionary and looked up the word juggalo, Vinny Mac would be in parentheses, or they'd have a little picture of him next to it. Like
you are a true definition, bro.
So we do have an album we get into. Is there any last words that you have, Vinny? I mean, I'm sorry. I know we could go on all day.
We really could.
We could definitely go on all day. But
I got a little bit more to talk to you guys. I got a little bit more on the list if you want to hear it.
Do we have the time? I'm gonna let Keezy, he's the showrunner, make that decision.
Vinny, share with us. Here's the thing, Vinny. I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna put you on the spot right now.
We can review whatever album whenever. How often do we get to talk to Vinny?
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna put him on the spot right now. Will you commit to coming back on the show another time?
Well, let me think about it. I'm trying to be Von J for a second, but I'm gonna go ahead and just say it. Yes.
Oh man!
Yes.
I'll
We love
be
it.
happy to join with you guys.
Yes.
So that's
Deck Wendell is friends with Vinny Mac. Get it wrote
Yes,
down.
that's right.
Log that
All right.
shit.
That said, I do.
Vinny Mac, we respect you and we're good. I'm glad that. All right. Sorry.
We're gonna have. I know, dude. We're gonna have you. We will have you again. But that said, I do want to. If you have something else you do want to talk to us about, let's share that. But then we will go ahead and let you go and move on with your day. But man, please share with us anything else you want to share.
All right, we're coming soon. I am going to WWE SmackDown in Dayton, Ohio. But I was asking people, how should I appear? Should I appear as Lily the doll or Juggalo face paint? What do you guys think?
Oh, Lily, I've seen you're wearing that mask sometimes in your Instagram posts and stuff.
Yeah. And you said this is in Dayton. Honestly, I think the Lily is going to be more stand out. The clown paint is dope as fuck. You're representing for the whole culture, but the Lily is more stand out.
I think if you have a spot where you could be on TV, clown paint for sure. But if not, fit in better with the wrestling, whatever they call wrestling juggalos.
Yeah.
Fit in with them with the mask.
Yeah. Church.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
All right. Okay, and the next thing, I'm going to the USFL Championship game next week.
Fuck
Go
yeah.
Pittsburgh,
man.
baby.
Oh yeah, what's a
Yeah, big fan.
USFL? I don't know what that is.
He's not big sports guy.
United States Football League.
United States
It's
Football
almost
League,
like NFL, but it's a little different.
Okay, I got you.
Not as big into sports. I got bullied by people that like sports, so I was always opposed to them.
Oh.
But
Hey, we're fellow Buckeyes here, baby.
Fellow Buckeyes.
Yeah,
We're from the Buckeye State,
we're Columbus, yeah. So we're Buckeyes, yeah. And I was gonna say Ohio State, man.
Whoop, whoop, baby.
Whoop,
Go
yeah.
Bucks.
Yeah, go Bucks.
Hey,
Whoop, whoop.
Vinny,
I've
I've
never seen a game.
I've seen your Otherworld shirt. I live right by Otherworld.
We live very close to Otherworld.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
Really?
Yeah, we're about.
That's interesting to know.
Yeah, we're
All
less.
right, cool.
We're less than 10 minutes from Otherworld.
Yep.
If anybody wants to
All
stalk
right,
us,
sweet.
there's the
Yeah,
vicinity.
Yeah, if anyone wants to stalk and like do that doc shit where you send the FBI to our place, we're somewhere near Otherworld.
Hey, come on now. East side of Columbus, baby.
And
Bring
also,
it.
when you guys are saying that, I might have to make another trip to Columbus.
Oh,
Bang, bang,
We'll
yeah.
hang out,
And
man.
not
That's what's
just
up.
Otherworld. I might have to face you guys up front.
Yeah.
See how cool you guys could be.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. That'd be what's up, dude. We would be down to kick it.
Hey,
for sure.
I want to beat your ass in Tecmo Bowl.
Dude, I don't think I did want to ask you that. I was gonna say if do you think I could beat you in Tecmo Bowl if I got to play as the Raiders?
Oh man,
That's a tough question. See, I'm not that good, but I get to play as the Raiders, and then you've got to pick.
Okay.
Yeah, you can pick any other team, but I'm not that good. But I'd have to. I get to play as Bo Jackson in the Raiders.
And we'll get that one day on an episode. Tecmo Bowl game,
Fuck
man.
yeah.
We got it.
Yeah,
All right. Okay.
I think
And just
because I know you're the shit at it. I know
no
you're
matter
awesome.
Who wins? We're both winners. So
Of course,
whoever wins,
of course,
we're both
of
winners.
course.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, yeah, dude.
Because we're here to entertain and have fun.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
It's all about playing games. Just have fun.
That's why we're
yes,
here.
sir, brother. Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean, we
Doesn't
bust
matter
each
who's
other's.
better or who plays bad.
Yeah.
Just as long as we have fun with it.
That's right.
Absolutely, man. We bust each other's chops all the time, but it's all out of love. Like I diss the fact that his hairline has receded further than mine has, but little things. I was playing. I wear a hat for a reason, bro. Like my age is
problem at
showing.
all. No problem.
Yeah, my age is showing, man.
All right, hey Vinny, let's. We've been holding you up for almost an hour now, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's flown by. I think unfortunately the internet is choppy. Our video will be fine. It's choppy for the viewers, so when we get you back on, we'll make sure that that's taken care of. But do you have any last words or final things you'd like to say before we let you go?
Yeah, plug your channel. Let us know, man. Tell everybody where you're at.
All right. My YouTube channel is Kissinger's Media. Look it up, live it, and enjoy it.
Yes.
And
yes.
like I say to everybody, be good and love one another.
I
We're
love
all family here. We're all friends. There's no strangers here.
That's what's up, bro.
And this is the first time of me meeting you guys, and you guys are fucking cool with me. I love you guys. Whoop, whoop. Keep up the good work. What
yes.
you do.
Whoop,
And I'll
whoop,
be
man.
happy to join you guys again soon.
Thanks,
Oh,
bro. We'll
yeah.
see you at the gathering, bro.
Hatchets. Yes,
see you
sir.
at the gathering, homeboy.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, man.
See you there, brother.
All right.
yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your day,
Thanks,
boys.
dude. See
All
ya.
right, brother.
Peace,
Hey, thank
brother.
you. Thank you. Later.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's a man,
Fuck
bro.
What a
yeah.
treasure.
Yeah, dude. He's
Oh,
the man, dude.
National treasure right there,
It
y'all.
really is.
That was something I didn't know if we get to see on the show, and that is fucking amazing.
I mean, why even continue doing shows after this?
I know. We've looked forward to this for a while. We've been trying to get in contact with his people.
Our people got in contact with his people.
We got the deal made. We got it signed in blood on the show today. It was fucking great. What else is there?
yeah. I mean, honestly, I feel really good about the show. I think it's a good last show. No,
We're retiring, guys. This is our
we still have
retirement
to do-
show.
We still have to do the gathering at least. No, I'm just playing. No, we'll keep on going, man, because I love these shows. I love hanging out with you fellas. This is
All right,
been
so
a good moment.
I wanted to address this. All right, so we'll have Vinny on again sometime. We love you, Vinny.
Absolutely,
Thank you again,
Vinny.
dude.
Coming back. You're
that was-
coming back whether you like it or not.
That was absolutely
fucking
epic. I can't think of a better way to end the show. But no, I'm just kidding. But I did want to address you did bring up during the show last week we had the contest of if a girl listener is listening, let us know.
Yeah.
and she'll win the shirt. And we did have a listener.
We did.
And she is our biggest
wait.
female fan.
She
right?
really is. She is 100% Taylor.
we have a girl listener.
We have
Yes.
her name is Taylor, and she is our
All right,
biggest.
you
female
have to
fan at
remember
this
her,
point.
Taylor Coulter. Whoa.
Taylor Coulter.
Taylor Coulter
Yes.
is our biggest female fan. You have to remember that. We have to make sure we tell everyone.
Yes.
She's our hugest fan.
The biggest fan.
There's not
there
another
is.
juggalette that knows more about Deck One Dealt than
Is
her.
it wrong if
Absolutely. So if you ask her about episodes, she can tell you everything.
Probably,
there is to know.
I'm sure.
Right.
You know what?
I'm
that
just playing.
doesn't
No,
matter.
She is awesome.
You
She
know what
is
really,
awesome.
truly
she won the
fucking
shirt.
matters?
She's awesome.
Is the soul.
I don't know. Yeah.
It doesn't matter the gender, guys. It's the soul.
It does
doesn't-
matter the gender.
What?
It does matter the gender. We
it
have to
does
get.
it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just
Is
saying.
it? This is what we're trying to get across. That it is another gender.
We've got. Look, there's more. Look, you can be whatever gender you want to be. You can choose whatever gender
just
you want.
saying it
Why are we
doesn't-
talking about gender?
Why
I'm
are
talking
we
about-
looking at Face Tap Mommy?
I was talking about Juggalette winners of our
got-
contest. You're over here talking about genders.
You've got
What the fuck
pictures
are we
of
talking
Face
about?
Tap
I just
Mommy
went to Twitter.
up
That has
on-
nothing to do. Just
up on the
just because FaceTime Mommy's at the top of my Twitter doesn't mean nothing.
Whoa, whoa.
Just because FaceTime Mommy's at the top of my Twitter doesn't mean nothing.
Hey, let's
Doesn't mean I really love FaceTime Mommy. I love her. I don't want to eat her.
let's bring it
She was
back.
Macho Man.
Let's bring it back.
All right,
guys.
I apologize.
Come on now, let's
Cool.
bring it
All
back.
right, guys. All right.
All right.
Mr. Green Color, he said Taylor can't even name 5 Deco dubs.
I can't name 5.
I can't, you literally just have to name 5 albums. If you can name 5 Joker's, if you can name 5 ICP or Psychopathic albums, you can name 5 episodes. All right, yo, my name is on here as we see. It's always on the screen, and we always say it is just Chris, right?
Yeah.
I've been on the show though, and I played another role. What was that role?
Oh, that'd be good. That's a good one.
If you message us what other role I played on here, what other name,
That's a good one.
I will send you a free shirt. You get to pick whatever shirt you want out of the Cartoon Nightmares collection. I will send you that shirt, free of charge, completely free to you. Takes like a week. Boom, you get to pick whatever style you want, and they're dope ass shirts.
There is one
he
more
knocked it out of
coming
the park.
out. You can. I'm gonna add on to that.
Yeah. Oh, the 6th is about to drop, man. The
So if you
6th
want-
Cartoon Nightmares is about to drop for the gathering.
So if you want that one for a surprise, that's cool too.
Boom. Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. So you could even pick the new one if you wanted to, but you're rolling the dice on that. But trust me, it's fucking dope. Just like all of them, it's fucking dope. The Wraith Cartoon Nightmare, woo, man, he killed it. But anyway, yeah, so that's all you got to do. Just send us a message on any of the social media platforms, Facebook,
Look,
Instagram.
DJ Slug just said, "I'm your guy, Carl Carnix."
I did. That counts. That
Does
counts.
count? But
that counts.
That's
but
not what you were going for, though.
That's not what I was thinking of. No, but
Well,
I almost feel like-
technically that wasn't you. That was Carl Carnix.
Yeah, that was Carl Con. I was going to say I played another role as Chris, but it wasn't just Chris. It was something else, Chris. If you can
there you
tell me
go.
what that something else, Chris, was, that's the question.
There you go. All right.
So you know that my name is Just Chris, but there's a reason I chose the name Just Chris, because I've shown up on the show at another time as something else, Chris. Yeah. Whatever that was, that's how you get that free shirt. And Slug, I know, is a real one, 100%. I've seen Slug all the time, so I wouldn't mind sending him a shirt. But yo, that's the one I'm talking about. Although extra fucking props, bro. Like, for knowing Carl Carney.
DJ Slug's a real one. He's always joining.
Yeah,
I would
dude.
say that's even more obscure than what you're
Yeah,
asking.
Gage. If you know right here, yes, you could say it.
Gage is our homeboy. He of course knows.
Yeah, of course. Well, I was gonna say, yeah, Gage. Does he count?
Gage, you're disqualified.
Yeah,
dude.
you're disqualified. I was gonna say you're too close, Gage. You're too close. That's like that would be like if Keezy's like, I know. Yeah. Well, yeah. I ain't buying you a shirt, fool. Like.
All right.
I mean, we'll just get you a shirt or something, Gage.
All right,
I
so
don't know, man.
so we're live. I'm sorry, the chat it won't. I can't get it to come up in OBS because of that weird glitch thing.
Yeah.
But I'll bring it up over here, and we'll continue the show. We're about to do the Wraith remixes. So yes, we did chat a little bit while the stream was down, just about the shirts and stuff. Thank you to Taylor Coulter.
Coulter. I think it's Taylor Coulter. Yeah.
We appreciate you, young lady, for listening to our podcast.
Yeah, and whoever, if she wasn't listening, whoever shouted her out, because we don't know exactly how she discovered, but if someone did shout her out,
I never
due to
once heard
Juggalo,
of-
thank you too.
She's never once left a comment, liked a page, or did anything, but she did.
She did like the page after she sent hit her for sure. Like
I'm,
I said,
by the way,
after-
I'm just giving her shit. I mean,
yeah,
I
know.
hope she's a
That's
good
what
sport,
Kyle
right?
does. That's what Keezy does here, man. Keezy's the shit giver. I'm the clown, and Carver is the guy in the shadows.
I'm the
He's
other
the guy in the wise. Yeah, exactly. Like the guy in the black suit, as they say.
All right, so we're gonna
He's definitely the wisest of us.
we're gonna trudge through this fucking album, right?
huh?
We're gonna trudge through it.
We're gonna do
Yeah.
it. We're gonna
Absolutely.
just rock
Let's get
this
this
one. Let's
Dude,
do it.
honestly, like there's some shit on this album that I was like, this is amazing. Mostly the Mikey Clark remixes. And then other ones that I was like, not a fan.
Yeah, some stuff's definitely better than others.
We doing both of them.
No, we'll just do the one.
Some's
today.
filler. Like, yeah, we'll kind of touch on Fritz, but
By the way, the first it comes out the gate. Walking to the Light with this Mikey Clark remix, fucking rules.
kills. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mikey Clark, I think anytime Mikey Clark is with the clowns, he annihilates it. He's just he really is able to figure out exactly how to balance them, how to lay them out like structurally. He's the best with ICP.
Well, I think when he works with him too, they take his word for a lot of things. That's where when he's working with other younger producers, when ICP work with younger producers, they probably call the shots mostly, and the producers just like, yeah, whatever you want, guys.
Yeah.
But when they work with Mikey Clark, he gives them
Mike's probably-
criticism. He's probably like, that ain't gonna work.
Mike's
y'all."
almost like a director.
Yeah.
Like they're the writers and performers, but he's like directing
yeah,
the show.
like he's not afraid. They've known each other so long, he can tell them like that's not gonna work right.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
oh, by the way, I want to talk about this. I mean, we might as well talk over this shit because who really cares? But I was listening to Juggalo Rewind. They had an interview with Mike P.
Okay.
And they talked for like an hour. Like he was being very honest, and like they're old school juggalos, so they are like talking a lot about like the production and shit.
Yeah.
They kept it a little softball.
Okay.
You know, that said, I love those guys, so they did a great job. But Mike P did say, he said, I would love to do an album with Mike. Talking about Mikey Clark.
Oh man, that'd be
He said,
great.
Mike, hit me up, please. Let's do it, man. We talked about it. He said they talked about doing an album together.
So what do you mean by softball?
I didn't mean like to disparage. I just mean like they're not going. They weren't asking.
Like they're
him,
not asking him about his sexuality?
Yeah, they're not
Okay.
asking about sexuality. They're not asking him like how many dicks he had to suck to do the sixth. They're
Gotcha.
not. They weren't asking him like, hey, I know you hated Mikey Clark during that time. You know.
Okay, gotcha.
They, none of that.
Yeah.
No, they did. They did briefly touch on like there was some tension. Like he said coming in, like he said, yeah, I mean like that's producer stuff. Like of course there's a little bit of that. He said, but it was love. Like me and Mike worked together. Like I knew him from back in the day because Mike P's from Detroit too.
Yeah.
So I knew him from back in the day. We worked together on
Great.
some stuff.
Yeah, they're both great musicians. I do think Mike P is more of a musician,
Sure.
like an instrumentalist.
Yeah.
Is that true?
I would
hearing that.
I think so.
Yeah, he's definitely
Yes.
better with like guitars and shit.
Yeah.
But still, I think that when it comes to Mike P did a brilliant job behind ICP, making an outrageously good composition and mixing the
Yes.
music beautifully. But I think what Mike E. Clark's gift is
He's just so
he's able to balance the music beautifully with
Yeah.
them.
He's just so
with
mixed
them.
in with them.
It's not, it's not behind them. It's like
Yeah.
with them, and it kind of. I think he always gives it that Carney feel.
Yeah.
It's almost otherwhenever when
Yeah.
they work with Mike, even when
no,
he's doing a
I
remix.
I agree. Trust me, I truly
Yeah.
agree. I love Mike P, and I think he did a great job on the six. That was a big bag to hold, and he did it. And I think he did
Yeah.
it really well. But yeah, I totally agree.
Like I heard
Mikey
some of
Clark-
these remixes, and I was like, fuck,
Yeah.
what would the six have been if Mikey Clark had have, you know what I mean? Like, and don't get me wrong, I love the six. I think it's a great album. But imagine how fucking epic it would have been if
Yeah.
Mikey Clark would have been there from the beginning, working with
Oh,
them
yeah,
on the
dude.
composition, the layouts of the track. Oh man,
It makes
They-
you wonder though, is this what we would have got, or do you think they would have come up with something like more?
I think it would have been different. I think it would have been a little different.
Yeah.
Honestly, because Jay, I think from hearing Jay write, Jay is somebody who hears the composition, hears the beat first, and then writes to the beat. And then maybe adds other things in. He doesn't seem like somebody that's like sitting with a piano going ding ding ding.
Yeah.
Ding, and I wanna follow you. You know, ding 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 ding. I was thinking a beat like
Follow
ding ding
me.
ding 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 ding
Yeah.
ding ding ding. Like I think he's more like, hey, I got this beat. You play it for him. He's like, that's fucking dope. He pulls out a pad and he starts writing his story to it, you know?
Sure.
So I think that's where Mikey Clark had that natural, once he really learned who he was working with, he created like, all the beats he created for him had like a carnival feel to them. Even this one, this has like a carnival, it has like a very uplifting kind of carnival-y sound to it. And I
Yeah.
think that's what Mikey Clark did best.
All right.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. I
Yeah.
agree. And I think Mikey Clark, another thing that he did, and this is speculation,
Yeah.
but I think he really directed them on hooks and bridges.
You might have a point there, man.
When you listen to a Mikey Clark produced album where they like were in the studio together, I think he can direct a song in a way where when they come up with hooks, Mikey Clark's like, nah, let's do it this way. This is kind of how I want this hook to
I
sound.
think this would sound a little better like this. Or,
He'll give them an idea for a hook and they'll write to it.
Honestly, bro, I think you've got a good point there. Only because like I noticed in a lot of the first deck where they work with Mikey Clark, they
Yeah.
would have hooks where they would have like layover compositions.
Yeah.
So they would do like, and I want to follow. I'm coming from the side. I really want to follow when
Yeah,
I
I
know
think he
wanna
really
die. And then in
knew-
the background, they would have somebody else going, like, and it would kind of layer the two beats so you could tell.
And if Jay did something with his voice that Mikey Clark was like, nah, that's not gonna work, bro. Like, and he has the stance to tell Jay no, like that's
yeah.
not gonna work. Dude, we need to do it like this.
Right, agreed.
As
Instead
where-
of Jay now kind of takes a lot more. I think jumps.
Yeah,
leaps.
there's no
Sometimes
producer
shit don't work.
there's no producer they're working with now that's gonna tell Jay it's not gonna work.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. Yeah. He's the Duke.
Yes.
So it's like, are you really? You're the new guy on the block. You're going to tell the
Yeah.
Duke, hey man, I didn't really think that sounded good. Let's try it this way. He's
Yeah.
going to go, fuck get the fuck out of my studio. You know, like he has probably 5 other guys lined up ready to mix for him. So it's like,
but Mike can tell that he's been with them for long enough to where he can straight up tell Joe.
well, since Jay was starting out, I mean, you got to think their first studio they recorded with Mikey Clark. I mean, in a professional studio setting. What isn't that true?
What?
Well, didn't the first professional studio setting they ever recorded in, wasn't that with Mikey Clark?
I think that was Chuck Miller.
Yeah,
Or am I wrong? Chuck Miller.
When they
Chuck
recorded
Miller?
Dog Beats and I think part of Carnival of Carnage was also Chuck Miller.
But Chuck Miller wasn't a hip hop guy. Mikey Clark was the first time they worked with somebody that was actually a hip hop guy.
I got you, and
that could produce beats
and
like
that
on
was
the spot.
and was the first. And once again, guys, even though I'm a Deck One Juggalo, it's been a long time since I've been like ingrained in the culture like deep. But so I got to get refreshers on a lot of this shit. That's what my boys and the chat's for. But with was Ringmaster the first album he produced fully for them?
I think so. Before that, I know
Beverly
Was it
Kills would have
Beverly
been.
Kills.
No,
Was that
'cause
Mikey Clark?
I think Sean produced on that.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he produced the entire thing.
Oh, maybe you're right then.
Mikey
I think
Clark
Mike-
produced from the beginning. He produced a couple things on. So he produced some shit on Carnival and Beverly.
Okay.
But
I think it was.
I think Ringmaster was truly the first album that Mikey Clark had the entire album under him.
Oh, here's the extra little verse on this. You hear this?
Yeah,
Here, let me go back a little bit.
yeah. The
Kuma's
extra
good
verse.
too. I don't know how much you know about Kuma, but Kuma is fucking fire.
Here, check out this
Yeah.
extra little verse.
Yes. Kuma knows the clowns too. Yeah, I mean, I think Kuma gets it.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
This was, I think, the first shit Kuma did for ICP. This album.
Really?
Yes, and
What else has he done for them?
he's produced almost like on everything they've done from this album to today.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Matter of
so
fact-
he's like their main producer now.
Pretty much.
Oh
let's
shit!
let's
okay.
do a quick
I didn't know that.
segue to Yum Yum. The track the first track he did on Yum Yum,
Here comes the carnival,
which
right?
should show you right there that he understands the clown.
So we call those
Here
carny
Comes the
kickers.
Carnival
by the
is,
way.
I listened to that
Yeah.
because I somebody mentioned it in the chat that it was like a live ass song, or it was in
Yes.
the or it was in Instagram comments. I think actually somebody mentioned it was just a live ass song. But anyway, I looked that up. That is a dope ass song. That's like a live ass.
he
like,
gets
concert
it.
song.
I really truly, if it's not Mikey Clark that does the next Joker's card, I think
Yeah.
Kuma should do it.
Kuma, okay.
Kuma should absolutely, and I think he would handle it very well. And I think he's been with them long enough to where he can also direct them and say, you know, let's try it like this. I think
Yeah.
it'll work better like this.
And Mikey Clark has only been on one of the new Joker's cards, right?
He's
Two,
Two.
Yeah,
Okay.
he did.
Bang Pow Boom and Mighty Death Pop.
Yep.
Okay.
Which
Gotcha.
are my two favorites.
Yeah,
of
I was
the-
gonna say
of
of the
New
ones
Day.
I've listened to of the new
Yeah.
day. Yeah, absolutely. I haven't gotten to Yum Yums. I've listened to all, and like I want to talk to them about them devotedly. So that's
Yeah.
why we'll put it off until we get to talk about them. But yeah, I haven't listened to Yum Yum yet, and that's like the one I'm almost like most like I've heard the most like about. You know,
Well,
I
see, and this is the type of shit I could talk for hours about. Like,
I don't wanna get
of the best producers that work with the clowns, how they work with them, what kind of direction and power. Not, I don't want to say power like I control you, but the direction that these producers can. Because a producer is a big part. When you're
Yeah.
working in the studio with somebody, the producer has a lot of say. They should anyway.
Sure, agree.
If they're a great producer, they should have a lot of say on how everything's going to sound in the end. So even with like melodies, on how your voice is going, like I said, a hook. The producer is making the hook. They should have a little say in like how they want you to sound on it. I think.
Yeah, I
anyway.
think so.
You know what I mean?
Agreed.
Like a rapper is not going to know how to do every single melody for every single beat. So if a producer can come in and like, hey man, I produce this beat in like this style. Maybe if you sounded like this, it would sound better. So I could talk about this shit for hours. I think Mikey Clark was the best at it.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
this point now, I think Kuma could really fucking handle it in a great way.
Oh yeah, we're big fans of Kuma around here. Sorry, I just fucked that up.
Sorry, went on a little
No, you're
tangent-
good. I
tangent there, but
I accidentally fucked up closing that.
no, I totally agree, man. They're from the Wraith Remix albums, I remember obviously the standouts were, of course, Mikey Clark, but there were some good Kuma tracks on here as well. But I remember, I remember after the Wraith, not remembering much.
Yeah, like I mean, this. Let me talk about this album specifically. Like Kuma, I noticed when listening to the Kuma tracks, especially on this album, I heard a lot more of the like electronic influence. I mean, we know that's kind of like Kuma's like thing.
That's what he loves.
Yes,
he loves EDM.
So I think he came in. He literally like I think got the job off of like Craigslist. Like applied for a producer job and got the job. And
he's from Detroit, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think
so he kind of just came in like as an engineer, and
they realized he could make beats. He
Yes.
could. He was also he could
A
do
video
videos.
guy.
He did a lot of their videos.
so he started producing.
He's all around just extremely talented.
Yes, he's a true one-man crew.
Yeah.
But he started doing all this shit. But I think his background is like electronic shit, so that's why you hear more of that influence on these, at least these early tracks. But I think he started kind of getting it.
Yeah.
And like now he's like essentially like emulating like what Mikey Clark and Mike P.
Yeah.
were
He
doing,
knows
you
how
know?
to. He knows how to sound like that. Yeah.
He's not even trying to do his own style anymore. He's like producing ICP music.
Yeah. He's like
you know?
he understands what the juggalos
Yes.
want.
Yes.
Because he is a juggalo. He
Yes.
is a fan, and he goes, I know what the juggalos want and need. Let's. He gets it.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%.
But this is another thing. Psychologically, this is where I think ICP, especially Jay, goes, I don't want to work with these old producers that we have that get it.
Yeah.
I want to work with new producers. That way I can do what I want now.
Yeah.
I can experiment. I can do
Sure.
these other styles that where these old producers are going to tell me that ain't going to work, Joe.
Like it's too much work to work with them.
Yeah, it's too much work to work with these old
See,
producers.
I didn't like
'cause-
this remix.
Yeah.
This one sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like
some
this
of these
remix.
remixes flat out suck. There's a few
this
that are
sucks.
pretty cool, and a few that are like just weird. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
like why?
Why
does
did you choose
Like
this
this is a
beat?
dope beat, but why is it on this song?
Yeah, exactly. Like
The Wraith is the
Wraith. Yeah,
most
the Wraith. Yeah,
egregious
exactly.
example on
Yep,
this album.
exactly. That's the one I was thinking of too. That's
I'll
a
pull the
great-
checklist up.
Yeah, thy Wraith. Yeah, I was gonna say thy Wraith is definitely.
I noticed
the most agreed.
they also skipped the unveiling completely on here.
Yeah.
They's like, let's
Which-
not even remix that.
Yeah, I get that though, because like I'm sure they think of that as more of like a almost sacred song. You know what I mean?
This beat is kind of tight, but it doesn't really fit.
No, not at all. Like the beat is dope, but yeah, this doesn't fit the track at all.
The original Blam is
It's great.
too
Oh,
good.
100%. Yeah, the
Too
original
good.
Blam is way better
Yeah.
than the remix.
Yeah,
This one seems forced.
SMB pointed out too that they didn't do all the songs from both albums. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
I guess, but no one asked for these albums.
No, yeah. No one has
Like-
it literally is like I get it if every single remix was a Mikey Clark remix,
Yeah.
give me that. I want that,
here's
but,
my
like,
theory on why this album exists.
I was going to say, do you think this takes away from the original magic of the Wraith?
No, I
the
don't. I think
Shangri-La?
this is literally just like a bonus, like
Yeah.
and nothing at all against that.
Yeah.
Let me look at when this came out though, because I
Yeah.
don't want to speak out of turn.
I know a lot of people hate Linkin Park, and I get that, but Linkin Park kind of did the same thing with Hybrid Theory. You know what I mean?
So this came out in 2006. I
Do
think.
remix albums.
Here's my theory as to what's happening here. They hadn't worked with Mikey Clark since Jekyll Brothers and Bizarre, right? They
Yeah.
hadn't worked with Mikey Clark since Bizarre. It's 2006 now. They had already released Shangri-La, Hell's Pit, and maybe even The Tempest. The Tempest has come out by now, which
Yeah,
was produced by
Anacom,
technically
or-
produced by Mikey Clark.
Did
but he
these
wasn't
come out
involved.
that late?
Yeah, this came
I-
out. This
I-
is 2006. That's what
I
I'm
thought
saying.
this came out like a year fucking
No.
later. No way.
So that's why this is interesting. Is
wow.
I truly think that this album only exists because they started being friends with Mikey Clark again, and they wanted him to like make some versions of this album,
To see
and they
kinda what
wanted
he could
somewhere to
do.
put it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
That's
they
literally
kinda-
what I think's happening.
I agree. I don't think that's a. I think that's a pretty good theory. Like they
Because
had,
he did probably like
He
what,
did
has,
like 3
5,
or 4.
Yeah,
He has like a few tracks, and like it does seem like that. And then they're like, these are fucking dope, and they're like, I want to release these, but like. I can't. And
So they
then
had
so then
Kuma
they
do
had a
so.
few. Yeah, they had a few of their
Yeah.
other friends who
Yeah.
were also producers, like Filthy Immigrants, fucking Fritz,
Yep.
Kuma, like Tino Gross, like they all did Tino Gross, by the way, I just want to say, has the 2 worst remixes on the
Yeah,
album.
he did this one and the Wraith.
Yeah, he did the Blam and the Wraith, and both are the worst fucking remixes on the album.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
For sure.
By the way, I purposely didn't listen to the Hell's Pit one because I didn't want to sully my opinion.
No, agreed.
I made a bunch of notes. Let me see what I got here.
Yeah, do your thing, player. I don't ever take notes because I have ADHD, and fuck that.
Dude, you don't think I have
son.
ADHD? I mean, look at all this. This is
Yeah.
notes I take.
Bro? Yeah, you have like neurotic ADHD. Like
These
I have
random notes.
I have-
Show, arguments.
Oh my
ideas.
god! All that is that all for the Wraith?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say that is insane, bro.
Oh, look, now my notes. Oh, never mind. Here, anyways, I had.
Smib.
I was about to have like a newfound respect for you,
Kind
and
of
a
agree with
newfound
you.
like bafflement. Like, what the fuck?
Smib says the homies remix is horrible, man. I love the
What?
original song, but changing the chorus for the remix was such a bad idea.
Bro, I like the new
Bad
chorus,
move.
bro. I like the new chorus. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I like the new chorus of Homies more, man.
I kind of agree. I think the original is.
Homies, man, that's my dog.
I do
Homies.
like it. I do like the remix. I think it's pretty good. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the original. I think it's a ballad. I think it's great, but I do like the remix. I'm not gonna lie, it's cool.
For this or for Homies?
Homies.
Oh, yeah. I like the Homies remix, too. Mikey Clark's on the hook on that,
Yeah.
which I thought was interesting. Like, he's like, that's my dog.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it, though. I love Mikey Clark, so I'm fine with it. I think if anybody's allowed to do that on that
Speaking
song
of that,
specifically,
he's-
it's Mikey Clark.
Speaking of that, he has a bigger presence at the Gathering this year, doesn't he?
Who, Mikey Clark?
Yeah.
Why you say that?
He did a show. He did the show last year
Yeah.
with them, but doesn't he have like a whole day that he's doing shit this year?
I don't know. I knew he was doing another set. I don't know nothing else.
Oh, okay.
If
Well,
so, that's news to me.
You
could
got
just be-
speculations?
No. I just if they kind of started bringing him back in last year, working with him again. I'm wondering if I'm getting at, is he doing the 6th? Are they bringing him in?
Oh shit, that would be epic as fuck.
Yeah, is he doing the next 6?
Oh shit, dude! If he did the 6, if he was able to do the 6 for the second deck,
yeah.
oh dude, bro, that would be dope as fuck.
I mean,
I would hope they sit back and really take their time on thinking of who the 6th is supposed to be on this deck.
if they're not
Because
doing
this deck has just been underwhelming. Like I feel like the first deck, we talked about this a little bit, but I feel like the first deck had like. I've been going back listening to the first deck and making like a playlist of my favorites from each album, and like they seem fucking magical as fuck, bro. They seem like divinely inspired.
in the
almost
pocket,
at times. Yeah, they were like perfect albums a lot of the times. Like, and then I listened to the newer albums, and there's some dope ass songs on the newer albums. Don't get me wrong, but it just doesn't have that same like mystical feeling. And maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just not in the same place.
no,
but
I agree with you.
But yeah, it's just like I listen to them old albums. I'm like, God damn, this shit is fucking. It just, I don't know, man. Like it
get it, dude.
really sold that dark.
I know what
Carnival.
you mean. We all know what you mean. Dude.
Yeah, yeah,
We all,
agreed.
it's hard to describe, but we all get it.
Yeah, for
And,
sure.
and you don't want to sit here and shit on like it's just not the same. Like that's tired and like
Yeah.
you don't want to sit here and do that. Obviously, and it isn't the same. But that's fine. Is the point?
Yeah.
Like you just got to be like it's fine that it's not the same.
Yeah, exactly.
We got all that shit, and thankfully they were able to get all of that creative shit out of them
Yeah.
when they were the most creative. Like it
Yeah.
was, and they were able to give it to us.
Most
Yeah,
bands don't even last
absolutely.
that long.
You know, so
No, church.
they gave us all that shit. Everything they're doing now is just like extra shit. You know, to
Mo-
me.
mo-
and that's why I'm super excited to see him at the Gathering, is because I was gonna get to see that old set.
Yep.
most bands don't even get a 5-year long.
Oh yeah.
Run.
No, absolutely not.
I mean, think about Nirvana. Their first album was like 89, and Kurt was dead in 94.
Yeah.
Most bands don't get a decade-long fucking story to tell.
You're right, dude.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Let alone
they
30
went
years.
They went strong and hard and made classics for a long time.
Yeah, dude, they're amazing.
All right. It
Which
Rains
remix
Diamonds.
Are we on now? It Rains Diamonds.
Kuma,
Yeah.
he did a good job on this. I think it's not as good as the old. Not. I mean, it goes without saying. I think for all of these that none of them are as good as the old one, as far as I'm concerned. But others may think otherwise.
The only one that I think is better than the original is Hill's Forecast. Like
I do like that one.
I do like personally Juggalo Homies remix, but I get why people might not get that
Yeah.
like that, because it does have a new chorus, not the same feel. I get that. Like I ain't gonna knock that criticism, but Yo, the Hell's Forecast remix, that shit is
It's
fire,
dope.
bro. That shit is fire. I think that it's just, it sounds like a lot, like a better constructed. It has like I don't know. I just think it's better.
It's just dope. We know.
Yeah.
We get it.
But
You're
yeah,
right.
that one I do think is doper. Other than that, though, yeah, the originals are pretty much all better. Pretty much all better.
I'm
are
gonna
better.
say this is pretty bad.
Yeah, I don't like this one at all.
Hope that doesn't crash.
I would never listen to this version over the original. That's for sure.
Yeah, this one kind of
The
sucks.
original, I think, is a banger.
Yeah.
I love the original.
Don't let me show up on TRL. Kuma.
Yeah, this is his
Lot of
definitely
electronic.
electronic shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, he's just now working with them, you know. So you got to give him a little. I feel like they were making the album with Mikey Clark, and they were like, "Kuma, you can make beats, remix a couple of
Yeah,
these."
yeah,
He's like,
100%.
"Okay." He was already in the studio getting paid, probably.
Yeah, sure.
And then like, "Oh, we need a few more." And I read that. Where did I read it? Maybe in my booklet. It's in the car.
Yeah.
The booklet's just like one page, but it does say like one thing that's interesting. Like this says Cottonmouth Kings remix. One of them does. Another one says on the Hell's Pit one of them says Tech 9 remix. And I'm like, what does that mean? But it
Yeah.
actually says in somewhere that's like Tech 9/7 remix. So I feel like they are putting like the name Tech 9 on there because people didn't give a fuck about 7.
Yeah, people didn't know who 7 was. At that
Now
time.
they would put
Yeah.
7, but
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like so. I think they did the same thing with the Kuma and the other ones too. I think that's what's happening here. I quote me if I'm wrong, y'all, but I think that's what. What's
By the
Where
way,
did I see
his full name is actually Kuma Bear.
on the Spotify list, it says
Akuma.
it credits
Akuma
Tech 9
Bear.
on one of the songs.
yeah, on
And like
the,
I remember listening to that, going, "Where's Tech 9?"
yeah.
at?"
So it's his remix, but it's,
yeah.
Like Tech 9 produced this and
Yeah.
give me a fucking break. No, he didn't.
Yeah, I was to say, there's no way Tech 9 produced.
Tech 9, I don't think touches boards.
No, yeah, I've never heard of a Tech 9 produced beat. I love Tech, but yeah, Tech doesn't. Tech is
9's
brilliant with laying out bars
Yeah.
and like stylistic with his lyrics.
They're like, Tech
and
9, we
delivery,
need you
but
on a
like, yeah.
remix. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Let me know, and I'll send you a verse. No, we need you to produce it. Nah, bruh.
Yeah,
Nah.
yeah. I mean, really, he's just gonna go. I mean, I'll just give you something. Hey, come get it. I be the one with the carrots. You ain't never gonna come through with the kung fu.
And I
be-
come get it. Cha. Cha. The fuck is that? That's like code.
Oh, that's
So this is
that's
the
like
inside of the booklet.
ASCII art.
I can't show anyone because OBS is literally crashing, and I'm scared to touch it.
Damn
because
it,
I'm scared.
OBS.
I know. I'm scared the stream will go down.
Yeah, we don't want the stream to cut out, so we can't
know.
open it. But there's this dope ass
so
booklet.
we'll just visualize
that,
it for you. There's dots.
There's dot
Wraith in
like
the
if you
background.
know what ASCII
There's
art
code.
is. If you don't know what ASCII art is, you can go to chris.com. That's not a joke, and see dope ass ASCII art.
Huh? Weird.
Isn't that weird? I've
extremely
kept that
weird.
in my pocket my entire life.
So this
but
is
I'm
just
not
what's
kidding.
very
on that.
This is
weird.
just what's in the booklet. It's just like so. Look here on the back of the booklet. It actually says we asked all of the undergrounds. We asked some of the underground's all-time greatest for their help in remixing Shangri-La and Hell's Pit. We can't thank them enough for the incredible amounts of magic they laid down.
Chris.com.
All right, so look. Then it says Fritz the
You
Cat.
weren't lying.
Yeah,
Chris the Cat,
Chris.com.
Mikey Clark, the Filthy Immigrants, Tino and the Howling Diablos, the Wolf Pack, Monoxide of Twisted, Brad X and the Cottonmouth Kings, Big Chris Calico, 7 and Tech 9, Kuma and DJ Clay. So I think that's where I got that.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And this
that is flexing. That's
this
like
is the
big
credits,
cat, bro.
It's hard to see it. It just
Yeah.
says remix by Cottonmouth Kings.
Yeah, it's like they have the in the credits like remixes and shit.
It's hard to read.
It's very hard to read because it's ASCII art.
ASCII.
ASCII art. ASCII
Oh yeah,
art.
refresh me on this beat of thy
It's like,
staleness.
yeah,
This is
because
Fritz.
Put the paintbrush in your asshole. That's ASCII art.
Trash.
It's like funky.
I hate it.
Yeah.
You hate it?
Yeah.
I hate it.
I don't like it.
Thy staleness is a fucking classic.
It's
think
one of my
this
favorite
is-
songs
I
on the
think this
album.
is one of the worst remixes on this album. For
This
real.
remix does suck, but I don't mind
Fritz
the beat.
does great with Twisted. He
Yeah.
sucks with ICP.
Fritz has Fritz ever worked with ICP other than this song?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't think he cares.
No, I don't think he has. This is the only time, but that's what I'm saying. On this album, every one of his remixes with ICP fucking sucks,
Yeah.
bro. Fritz sucks. He does not get ICP at all.
It's
And
disgraceful.
He's
yeah.
great with Twisted.
It's
Yeah,
disgraceful.
he's great with Twisted, but he sucks balls.
He's
with
Twisted's
ICP,
Mikey
dude.
Clark.
Thy
It was
Staleness is,
fucking horrible.
is an amazing track. I love it. It's a classic. And yeah,
Yeah,
this
on
is
the original
disgraceful.
Wraith. Yeah, this is
Yes.
an amazing song, but like, yeah, he fucking ruined that song.
This is the one that I think is actually Hell's Forecast. I think this shit
By the
is
way,
actually better than the original.
In my car, the CD,
In my opinion.
this song is called, all the tracks always say like 07 underscore blah, blah, blah. It's called The Rain.
I was gonna say this little build up.
This
it
one?
has like. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, that is pretty dope.
Mikey Clark schooled it on this song.
Like yeah, it has like a he makes he makes Jay's voice really like, echoey, kind of like grating in a way, so it sounds otherworldly.
It's like over here and over here.
yeah. So it's moving back and forth. Yeah, so it's like ethereal in a way.
There's an extra little verse at the beginning of his second verse. It's pretty cool. I like it.
It pours. Yeah, and this shit just sounds so much more powerful in the remix.
Yeah.
What's on me when it pours? Yeah.
Yeah,
And it has that guitar in the
he
background.
sounds
and it
goofy
sounds
on the original when he does
right.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Mama told me when it rains.
It
Sounds a little
pours. Yeah, exactly. On that, it
This
sounds
one
like
fits.
scary.
Here
yeah.
comes the extra.
I
Here
said
comes-
in that background, that like kind
Here's
of
the extra.
Arabian guitar.
Listen to this part.
Yeah, this shit is fucking sick.
And then it like goes into the regular verse. It's kind of like weird.
Did they cut that out?
That's
Was
what I
that
wonder.
originally?
Yeah, I think
that
it's
that
cut
sounds
out.
like it was originally recorded.
I
They
agree.
just cut it out.
I think so, dude. I really do. Then they do that on at least one other song later on.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool. I like when they, even on the other song we listened to where Kuma added a little bit at the end. Like that's dope, bro. I love that they just like the idea of them just remixing it and they have a folder with all their vocals. Like, let's know that wasn't in the original
I wonder
song.
why they
Yeah,
would
yeah.
cut it out. The only thing I can think about is the original. They had an outro with Isham that lasted a little bit.
Yeah. I think they probably just cut out because it's not like great bars. It's like, fine, let's trim a little fat. That's how I looked at it.
Yeah. Is Isham on this?
No.
I'm wondering if that's it though. It's a time thing. Like they were like, hey, like we have Isham in this outro. We need a little more time for this.
Oh, he lets the shit go on for like a minute and a half.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's nasty as fuck, and it builds to it like crescendos. That's why, like, I'm telling you, superior version. It pours. Dead bodies. Yeah,
What if this song was
sounds
called?
like way more powerful?
Do you think a song would be cooler if it was called The Rain?
the rain?
I think it's a dope name for it.
Yeah, I mean, I get Hell's Forecast just because it's really Jade telling a story about going to hell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Walking literally.
Yeah.
But
through
I feel like it's
like,
only called Hell's Forecast though because like
it was on.
it was literally like a preview for Hell's Pit.
Yeah, I agree.
I think
Yeah.
that's literally what it is.
I don't. I like it better. I don't like the rain.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they already came out Black Rain. I mean,
Okay.
Hell's Forecast sounds better.
What do you say to someone who says The Rain is the definitive name for this song?
What,
I'd
what do I
smack
say?
you.
I would.
I just reach over and smack you when you say that.
Yeah, I was. I'd steal their Pepsi. Give me your fucking Pepsi, nerd.
The rain.
Compared
Could you
to
grab me a Pepsi though, for real?
compared to the
Pepsi?
original. Oh yeah, grab me another Pep.
Yeah, I need another Pepsi.
Actually, grab me a Guinness if you don't mind. I'm gonna get crunk right now.
I'm gonna get. I'm still owed to Vinny, so I'm drinking a Pepsi. G.
That shit was just. My mouth is full of sugar. I need to wash it out with disgusting beer.
You need to
It's in the
wash
door-
it out
it's in
with
the door right
fermented,
there.
fermented
It's in the door.
Toe juice.
Yeah, there you go, bud.
Yummy.
I'll take one of those.
I'll have my Pepsi, sir.
Appreciate it, bub.
Caffeine.
homies.
The best drug.
Now that's my job.
Second best drug. Yeah.
That's my job. Mikey
This
Clark.
is a fire remix. I'm not going to lie on that. I like the original just because it's a classic, but this is a fire remix.
This shit is dope.
This one just feels like if I was like cruising with my home, like I just feel like I'd be more into this for like, and this beat's just like.
It goes hard.
Yeah, this is a better banger for sure. It's not a ballad, but it's a better banger.
If they're playing it in concert, you want the OG. If you're just like listening to it in
you're
the
right.
car, bumping, like
That's
you're
what I'm saying. Like, this shit is fucking dope. This is like one of those songs, like, it's a Windows song. Like, you're going to have to roll. Hopefully the weather's nice because you got to roll your windows down. Turn that shit up and bump. Like, it goes hard. Like, that beat's just. I focused on the beat. When I first heard this, I was like, God damn, Mike, stop. Stop embarrassing everybody else on this fucking album.
Those keys, though, like every melody he does in this is dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my dog.
I know y'all don't like, dude. I like it.
No, I like it.
I love it.
I'm
I
not
love
saying,
my key
I'm not
card.
saying I don't like it.
I don't think he goes, that's my dog. I love how like Clark
No, but he
in your
gets
mind
it.
has like an 80s feel. Like, that's my dog. Oh, dude, I love that you grabbed that. You're not ready. Are you ready to debut that yet?
No,
or
we're not talking about this.
Oh, okay, cool. I was gonna say because that is hilarious. Your idea.
Oh
there.
yeah.
But
Oh yeah, get these flyers from us at the gathering. We'll have them.
Yeah, we have flyers and the gathering. It's
You
going
can't
to.
see the other. You can't see the other side.
No, you can't see
Oh,
the other side.
It's a secret. Oh.
Yeah, but this side though, it looks if you're looking at.
Don't tell 'em.
No, I want to about me. I don't tell them about me.
No.
I want to tell them about me.
You tell 'em.
Okay,
Tell them to
okay,
find
look.
you. They get a shirt if
Here's-
they can find
Oh
you.
yeah, there you go.
No, because I can't just buy 20 shirts. I have motherfuckers walking up to the gathering like, I know where you're at. Like, no. Fuck that. No.
Chris is somewhere
I'm a man
on
of
this
my word.
flyer.
I'm a man of my word. So if I ever say I'm giving a shirt, I am giving a shirt. So just like I said, if you can tell me what version of Chris I played in a previous episode, I'll send you a shirt. Anyway, and that's the first person only. It's always the first person only. I ain't made of money. But anyway, on this flyer, it looks like it's just Keezy and Carver, but I am on this flyer somewhere. It's just you have to find me. So that's like it's an activity. Whenever you're at the gathering, get this flyer and try to find me on it. And it's fun for the whole family. Get your kids to find me and everything. And that sounded weird. Don't
funny.
Don't get your kids to find me. I'll find your kid. No, don't. That's. Stop. Homies was on the other side.
Homies.
Yeah, that's my dog. There you go. Thank you, homies.
I'm Mikey Clark.
Dude, I love. That's what. See, I wish he actually did. Well, he does kind of go dog. Yeah, he does kind of have like, that's my dog. Yeah, okay, I feel you. I can see the complaints, but I still like this version. I'd rather ride to this version. If I'm in concert, I want the original. If I'm riding, I want this one.
Dude, I don't think anything's wrong with it.
Yeah, I like it.
I really like it.
No, I love
Telling
it.
you.
I really do love it. I just like
I'll
making
die
fun
on
of
this
it.
hill. Yeah, I know. I'll die on the hill.
Just because I
like
make
that.
fun of it doesn't mean I don't love it.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I like
think
the- I
that's
like
why
the-
we make fun of things is because we love.
I like that.
That's my dog.
No.
Oh, shit, okay.
I can't do this because I love We Belong too. We Belong is a classic on this album.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely. We belong. We belong. Like that hook.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I
I
gives
just
me
don't.
goosebumps when I hear the original.
I also just don't like Cottonmouth King. I know people are gonna
This
banish me
does
for
sound
this,
like a
but
Cottonmouth King's beat through and through.
Yeah,
It does
100%. Yeah,
trash. I don't
I don't
like
I don't like Cottonmouth King's production at all.
Who did
I'm
the
not a
production?
big
Was it
fan
all
of
Daddy
Cottonmouth
X?
Kings. I'm
Or-
okay with Cottonmouth
DJ
Kings.
Bobby
as
B?
a- Huh?
Who did their production?
I
DJ
don't
Bobby
fucking
B?
know. Yeah, I'm not a Cottonmouth Kings
Let me look
fan,
up.
man, bro. Don't get me wrong. If I'm in a concert and they're playing, I'm not like, oh, these guys suck. I'm still getting into it and smoking weed or whatever. But like, they get old fucking quick, bro. It's like if once you've heard like one Cottonmouth Kings album, you're done. That's it. Yeah, you've heard Cottonmouth Kings. You've heard everything that they're going to deliver to you. You've heard the full echelon of their talents. That's what I hear when I listen to a Cottonmouth Kings album. And that's just me. I know a lot of jugglers really fuck with them, but like, I think every album they make sounds the same, man. It's good smoking music, but like, I'm a stoner, so
Listen to
every
this part.
music is good smoking music.
All right, hold on, wait. I want you to tell me what he says. He's like, somebody got time for the monks in Tibet because my own kids are hungry and they're looking at me for shit. What's the next line?
Okay.
Jay was just rapping it.
Some of us own some drug paraphernalia. Some of us own drug paraphernalia.
Okay.
Uh,
The reason I'm quizzing you is because I think they flip it on this next part.
some of us own drug.
Paraphernalia.
Materials of some of us have been curable sexual venereals, right?
Yeah. Right.
Some of us are.
It's drug paraphernalials and incurable sexual venereals,
Okay.
right? That order,
sure.
correct?
I
Pretty
think,
sure.
Yeah.
I think he reverses it here. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong, but maybe I'm crazy.
Huh.
Here he goes. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Doesn't that sound weird? It's like backwards.
It's not. It's not. That's how it is.
No, that's how it is. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I was gonna say that's how I remember
That's
it.
that's how it spits originally.
There's a couple bars on this, on these songs where
It sounded a little
It
weird.
might just
Where-
be because it's on a different beat, so
There-
it like triggers your brain.
there's
different.
absolutely a few bars on this album where they're using like a different version of their bars for
Oh, okay.
sure. Like a one they like chopped or something. You know
I
what
can't
I mean?
argue that. I mean, it would make sense.
There's a couple parts where I'm like, that's weird.
Each
But
one of
I
these
thought
producers
that might
would
been
have
one.
would have access
Yeah.
to the original recordings.
That's
so
what I'm thinking.
Before they got edited down and everything. You know, because they might have played something and been like, "Why the fuck they cut this out? This shit's dope," and they put it back in. You know what I mean? With their
There was
beat
a
or whatever.
Shaggy had another part on here too. I made a note of. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see if it's here. No. I think it was earlier in the song. Hold on.
We're rewinding. Everyone listening, this is probably sounding horrible, but he's a good man with notes.
All right, I'm
He
sorry.
makes good
It
points.
says some of us. My note says some of us can't get asked to say. So he says some of us can't get asked to save our own. That's not the real fucking lyric. It says
Some of us
It's supposed to
don't
be
get
some
asked
of
to
us
save our
becoming
ass.
out of more than a broken home. On this one, he says some of us can't get asked to save our own. Some of us be living out of our cars. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know on that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's right before that Monks in Tibet part. Hold on, wait.
It's definitely some of us.
There it is. That's it. Right there. Hold on. Listen.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, that's different.
You're
Yeah.
right.
That's all I'm saying.
No, you're absolutely
All right.
right.
I
on that
wanted to
one.
point that out.
Also, like, I hate like the sample they use for this beat too.
This
Yeah,
this
it
beat
sounds
sucks
like-
dick, dude. This beat sucks
But
dick.
it has that classic.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
Cotton Candy and Popsicles. Filthy Immigrants remix this shit.
Going back to We Belong,
Yeah.
the original is We Belong.
We
The
belong.
remix is We Belong.
We belong.
Like we're long.
Like people named Weeby. Weeby. Whoop whoop. What up?
By the way, this girl, I want to fuck that girl bad.
What up, Vince?
Isn't
Yeah,
that-
yeah, I know. Are you talking about
Oh,
the
here
girl?
she goes again. I want to fuck her bad.
You have no idea. You have no idea what she looks like, bro.
I know, it doesn't
They
matter.
hung around like a lot of fat girls.
I want to fuck her.
I know that's not your type, bro. I love
That
a
girl
fat
is my type,
bro.
I'm telling
We
you.
got
I love a fat
Kissinger's
girl, but I
Media
know.
in the chat.
Yeah,
Kissinger's
whoop,
Media
whoop.
says,
That's what I'm saying. I just said
brothers.
I gave the whoop whoop to the homie.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. What up?
But yeah,
I don't mind
I-
this remix.
I'm down to get
It's
with
pretty good.
any juggle. Like me, I'm in a relationship, obviously, but back then, like I'd be down for any
Choose your words
juggalette.
carefully.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Juggalettes?
100%. I'd be down for any juggalette back in the day. No, it ain't about me no more. We're about my boy Vinny Max. So
Hey,
if you're a
hey,
juggalette and you're looking
hey,
for love,
Juggalette, who's the
the guy
voice?
that you're looking for,
Juggalette,
is
who's
Vinny
the
Mac.
voice on Cotton Candy and Popsicles? Hit me up.
Yeah.
I'll divorce my wife.
Whoever you are that recorded this song, if you happen to watch Deck One Dealt, like you watch Juggalo podcast, you're like, one day someone's gonna review this and they're gonna mention me singing on it, and they're gonna talk about how beautiful
Yeah.
I am. Here he is, right here. Here's that guy right here.
But yeah, this remix is cool.
Jeez, the
Catch us at the gathering, gang banging,
gang.
hanging out, bro, mobbing deep.
I'm not gonna gangbang.
Catch me wherever you'll find FaceTap
Not
Mommy.
gang
That's where
banging.
you'll find me.
Bro, there's FaceTap Mommy. I'm so happy that we get to meet FaceTap Mommy.
We gonna have me. We gonna have Just Chris. We gonna have Keezy. We gonna have
Keezy, like, get her-
Just Media. We gonna have Gage, baby. We gonna be mob deepin'.
Bro, we're
Mobbing
gonna have,
deep,
We're gonna
I
have we're gonna have a squad, and that's not to mention anybody else we pick up, because I'm sure there's gonna be other people that are just like, you know what, we want to follow with the group. We want to be part of the Deck One Dealt.
If you're
mob.
with us, you're a leader too.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There's no leads
A
here.
leader.
We'll be part of the Deck One Dealt mob, and I use mob loosely. We're not gonna
We don't call ourselves
we're
a
not
mob.
gonna wreck anything. Yeah, well, I'm saying that's why I use it loosely.
We're deckheads.
We're
dude.
deck-
Deckheads.
gang.
If you want to be a deckhead, all the deckheads, all the deck suckers, all the Well, the females are
No,
deck
we're
suckers.
gangbangers and deck
If you're
suckers.
a juggalette, you're our deck sucker. No, I'm just playing. No. We have more respect for our juggalette than I say
Taylor
juggalettes.
Coulter, we have more
Look,
respect
We have
for you.
more respect for Taylor
Call
than
us,
that.
call us Fags.
Yeah,
Short for
She's not-
Fago.
She ain't
Yeah.
about that life. She
Yeah, we
is
call
not
her-
about that life. bro.
Fago should call their fans Fags.
Fags. Yeah, Fago Fags.
We're short
To
for
all the
Fags.
Fags out there.
Come on, man. We're deck suckers. We're gangbangers.
New flavor
We're
for all
Fags.
the new flavor for all the Fags. Oh man, that's rough.
Can you delete that
Guys,
part?
I was gonna say, can we remove this from the internet?
Oh, sorry guys.
No. If you are, I would crossing thy bridge, Kuma remix. Here we go. Back on to Kuma's.
This song, Kuma did a great job on, I think.
Yeah. Here. I remember this was an okay one. This was like mid for me.
Yeah, the original is amazing. It's one of my favorite songs ever. So,
Yeah.
it's hard to beat that. But this song,
There's too
he did a
much-
good job.
There's way too much snare in this shit.
Yeah.
The original was like subdued.
Yeah.
It was more
I think
acoustic
it's- this was
sounding.
mid. Yeah, I like the original on this
Yeah.
one definitely more, but this one is I think this one sounds like a little darker almost.
How can I lay back?
It sounds more mechanical. Like it doesn't sound as
right.
organic.
Yeah. It sounds
it's-
like industrial and
It's that electronic shit he does.
Yeah. That's all it is.
yeah.
DJ Slug says the OG is really amazing. Yeah.
The original version, the original version of Crossing That Bridge is a lot better. I think the original has like a good feel to it. This just doesn't. See, it just doesn't go good at all. It doesn't. It lost its feel.
Yeah, you gotta be like,
The original is an amazing version. This one kind of sounds corny, bro. Just keeping it real. Yeah, it doesn't sound uplifting on this. It's just like corny, bro. Yeah,
how you do it.
It takes an epic song and it makes it sound corny, in my opinion. That's my opinion.
I mean, if you're doing a robot on the street
Because
corner,
the
it'd be
original
dope.
on this is a playlister. This it's a really good, like a great song. Yeah. Exactly.
I'll give Kuma the benefit of the doubt. He was just beginning. I get it. Kuma is a fucking amazing producer.
He's
now.
grown into
Yeah.
he's grown into the Juggalo producer. He
Yeah.
is the Juggalo producer.
Yeah. If Mikey Clark ain't doing it,
he doesn't have that dude from Axe Murder Boys anymore.
Young
he doesn't
Wicked?
have Young Wicked. Does
Hey.
Young Wicked produce for him
He,
anymore?
he
or-
produces for M&E. He works at
Oh, does
M&E
he?
now.
No, I'm just joking.
which
I'm
young,
just joking. I just know that's a trigger for
Hey,
Juggalos out
I
there.
like Young Wicked. I'm a Young Wicked fan.
Young Wicked
I'm-
did some dope shit.
He's very dope.
Yep.
Great rapper. I was just listening to him yesterday. Great rapper.
I won't say
Great producer.
I won't say he's a great rapper. He sounds good.
I think when he was working with ICP as their producer, he was on track to be like the guy. He really was.
I wasn't a fan of Axe Murder Boys at all. I voted for who else? Who
Plays Lounge
Let's
Crew.
play-
Plays Lounge
And
Crew,
we're,
yeah.
we're actually going to talk to
Plays-
Plays Lounge Crew. soon.
Yeah. I voted for Plays Lounge Crew.
But yes,
During
we
the
did too.
contest.
We all voted for Plays Lounge. None of us voted for Axe Murder Boys. They were like the gay Juggalo group. Like, why would you want them?
Yeah, exactly.
They
Yeah,
suck, you know?
exactly. Plays Lounge Crew was
But-
actually MC.
But
so
Young
it's like-
Wicked has turned into like an amazing MC.
No, I agree. I know.
I
I
really
agree
see-
over time.
Yeah, I think so. Truly.
You would call him
He
an
can rap.
MC.
I wouldn't
Yes,
call
I
him
would.
an MC. He's a dope rapper.
he's
I
an
wouldn't
MC.
call him an MC. Nah.
I mean, what's the difference then?
Call him an MC.
A rapper, you can be a dope rapper and not be a good MC. An MC is something lyrical.
Tech Nine's a dope rapper, but I
me.
wouldn't say he's an MC.
There you go. Exactly. Perfect.
And
And I
MC
think-
is,
And I think there's
MC is-
people that are dope MCs that aren't great rappers.
Yeah,
as well.
exactly.
It's the master of ceremonies, dude. It's fine. He can be that.
Fucking like
An MC is elitist East Coast hip hop rap head shit.
Oh,
yeah,
I see.
exactly. It really is. It's
Okay,
kind of
sorry I
weird.
used the wrong fucking terminology.
Yeah.
Look, I don't give a shit.
Idea is an MC.
I know
okay?
he's
Idea is a
he's good at
fucking
making
MC.
words come out of his mouth that rhyme and sound good on a beat. Whatever you want to fucking call
That's
it.
a rapper. That's a rapper. There you go. You got
He's
it.
good
yeah.
at producing too.
It's just elitist slang.
Bro, when you go listen to Lost and Found,
Yes.
That's almost all produced by Young Wicked. You'll get an appreciation for it, I think.
But I do think my favorite tracks still are Kuma on that.
Really?
On
I don't remember
Found.
which is which really, but
Found.
I'll have to go back and look.
Found has the best clowny kicker out of the second deck. One of the best clowny kickers out of the second
one?
deck. Found. It's like the first track.
What is it? I can't remember.
It's called
It's called. No, it's called.
When clowns.
When the clowns roll in or something. When the
We're on the spot.
First track on Missing Link Found.
It's not the first track. It's like the second or third. It's after the.
It's found.
Get clowned.
Get clowned. Oh, okay.
Get clowned. It sounds typical, but I mean that is a true blue fucking ICP song.
Yeah,
right?
that really is.
Yeah.
That was produced by Kuma?
That's
Oh,
what
nice.
track. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so this is Raven's Mirror, produced by Fritz.
Yeah.
We all think it's pretty gay, right?
Yeah. Well, hey, we don't use
No, we
that
do.
as a derogatory
We do
term.
use it as a derogatory term
How
around here.
dare
We don't
you.
care around here.
How dare you?
Here at Dick Wandell, we still allow that.
You still allow gay?
We still say retard, too.
You still say? Well, I go with the Michael.
Dude,
I go
you
with
were
the Michael.
the N-bomb last week. Give me a break.
No, I said only in raps. Hey, don't put me in. Only when I'm rapping along, bro. Only when I'm rapping along. Look, only when. But I use the Michael Scott thing on retarded. I say like, you don't call mentally challenged people retarded. You call your friends retarded when they're doing something
of course.
stupid.
Of course.
That kind of applies with gay, I think.
Yeah.
I know it does. I know.
You don't
You're
call-
never. I'm never calling something. I know.
You
I
don't
was
call
just
homos
joking.
gays,
I
in
use
fact.
gay.
You call
I
your
never,
friends gays, in fact.
Exactly. I've never said like this track is gay, and I thought like
Like it was about homos.
like
stuff.
yeah. Like this track is gay. Like the content is about like homosexual relations. No, like you always mean just what. But like you know,
just means
I know
it
some
sucks.
people are sensitive
Whack.
as fuck. Yeah, some people
I
get
know,
super
it's-
sensitive, and they're like,
We're
you
from
know.
the 90s, bro. We're going to
Yeah.
say gay and retard. Deal with it.
Yeah, I know.
If you don't like
And
it,
I don't.
get out.
You know what? I'm gonna say da bomb.
I really-
gonna use da.
I'm going to
I'm
say
gonna
something.
use da bomb.
I will
I'm gonna say-
non-ironically say something's fat.
Look,
soon, I guarantee
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Guys.
I'll say, oh, hey, dude, this album is bad as hell, dude. This album is bad as hell.
If you want to say, man, this album is a tall white guy, I wouldn't be mad. Like meaning it sucks.
I see.
okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, do tall white guys suck?
Yeah.
This album is, man, this shit is tall white guy, bro. Fuck this shit.
it.
Like, go
That's
ahead.
like slang.
It's not going to make me mad.
It would make me mad because that makes no sense. So someone was like, hey, man, I like this remix album, but in my personal opinion, it's tall white guy. I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What do you think
Tall
about
white-
what Fritz is doing here? Look. Oh, hold on, wait. Listen to this part real quick. Listen, right here. Oh, right here. Hold on.
It's all right.
It's like exciting.
Yeah, this is whack.
It's all right. It's not,
Yeah.
not as good.
Once again, like I said, Fritz does not know how to do an ICP shit, bro. This shit is whack.
The DJ Slug says first time listen to the Wraith. I'm assuming he means the original. First time listen to the Wraith was one of the best first listens of an album I've heard.
Oh,
I
same,
remember
dude.
it coming out live. Like Peoria, Illinois was the first time we got the unveiling of like
Yeah.
the new makeup.
Yeah.
And I remember what show was it? They had a concert. I don't remember what tour it was where they showed the outline. Was that Dark Lotus?
Yeah.
I think it was the Dark Lotus
At the very
tour.
end, they showed like it looked like a genie coming out of a lamp to me. When
Yeah,
I first
yeah.
saw
The
it.
Dark Lotus tour. It was like, I remember it was just the
It was
shadow.
a black silhouette.
There was all kinds of rumor. Like some people were like, you could see a bird. I remember
Yeah,
that being a big
yeah.
thing. Like you see a bird, and
Yeah.
then like most people thought it was a lamp and a genie coming out of a lamp. And then when it was like, I remember the unveiling of it being a book. I think at Peoria Gathering, didn't they unveil the look of it and the new face paint?
Yeah, they showed both.
Yeah, they showed both. It was an amazing fucking experience, man. Other than the pepper spray. But other than that,
What do you guys think of
It was
the
a great gathering.
What do you think of the cover for the Wraith remix albums? It has like that image of the Wraith with both hands.
that's ill, honestly.
It's fine. I wish they would have done two horns, though. I hate the one.
I hate the
Yeah,
one
the one
horn.
horn is whack.
That's-
Yeah,
That's
that's
so
the wackest
gay. That's
shit.
gay. You want
Yeah.
to talk about gay?
Yeah.
One horn Wraith is gay as fuck.
yeah, there you go,
Bro,
Right.
and not to mention, I don't mind the two hands either. But do you notice how his left hand is like smaller?
Yeah, like he's ready.
It's considerably smaller.
Yeah.
It's like he's like this. He's like,
yeah. I mean, maybe he is. Well, hey. Maybe it's because the Wraith wants you to go to heaven
Yeah,
more.
exactly. That's
The
what-
Wraith wants you to go to
Exactly.
Shangri-La more, so
it?
that hand is closer to
That's
you.
exactly what I was about to say.
See, the Wraith wants you to come to Shangri-La more, so he's putting the hand
I
closer.
wonder if
He's holding, kind of like, take this hand.
That would be
child,
a great
and then
question.
you take that, and it's like
What?
If
the
you
Wraith
have
just takes you to the carnival.
say, hey, on the Wraith remixes, was the right hand bigger because you want him to go to heaven more?
Yeah. Okay. So
Dude,
everyone,
if you asked Jay that, he'd be like, "What?"
Deck One Del listeners, listen. Deck One Del listeners, somebody, I'll ask. I'm gonna ask that, and Jay's gonna be mean to me again.
He'll literally just be like, "What are you
like,
talking about?"
you don't
It'll be like, have you ever seen those clips of the Minecraft conventions where the kids are asking questions to the Minecraft people? It's gonna be just like that, but with me and Jay.
Yeah, dude.
So I'll be like, hey Jay, I noticed on the Wraith that the Wraith Shangri-La's hand is slightly larger than Hell's Pit hand. Is that because it's welcoming people into Shangri-La and trying to tell them not to go for Hell's Pit? And he'd be like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. He'd be
Maybe
like,
he does though. Maybe
Well,
that's
what
like one
now,
little detail
what-
he does.
Dude,
Wouldn't
I was
that be some
surprised-
shit if he said that and he was like,
You're
hey,
absolutely
you.
right.
If he was like, you, come behind the stage
Yeah.
after the
You get
convention.
it.
Yeah, he's like, come behind the stage. I want to talk to you after
Yeah.
this. And then he'd be like, you're having the dreams too? You're like, no. And he's like, oh, God, I never thought I'd meet anybody else who was having the dreams.
Hey,
You get it.
You have the dream. Let me ask you something. Do you rap?
Yeah, he'll be like, are you taking over the new psychopath? Look, you know why the book's yellow. You know why. You get it. You know why he's red and yellow. You get it.
You understand me. Shaggy don't even understand me.
Yeah, Shaggy. I love that guy, but no one gets it. Finally.
You might be surprised. He might remember.
Yeah.
I was surprised when they were talking to Mikey or Mike P. How much he remembered about shit.
Yeah.
You know, they remember a lot of shit,
He's
bro.
got a good memory.
You might be surprised. I did see. Did you see Violent J, the country singer, said he?
Oh,
asked
by the way,
Violent
just
J
to point
something
out-
at that interview last week or the meet and greet last week. Did you see that? In
Yeah,
the
he went
Discord?
to. He asked him something about a lyric. I can't remember.
He said Violent J got like mad at him.
What lyric was
It
it?
was some lyric that was in Seriously Hilarious where he says like, we tricked you and we don't care or something. And he asked him about it. Jay's like, he said like, does that mean you don't mean what you meant on the unveiling? And he said Jay was like offended, like, what do you think I meant by that? Or
Let
something.
me ask you something. Do you think?
We're not sorry if we tricked
Yeah.
you that? Oh.
Do you think Violent J, the country singer, was trying to insinuate that like maybe he doesn't care about heaven and God now, and he's going more towards
I think that's how
satanic
Jay
shit?
might have taken it,
Yeah.
but I don't
So
think that Violent J, the country singer, meant it like that.
So he asked Jay a question.
Let me see if
I
I
don't
can
know
pull
the
it up.
story. So he asked Jay a
sorry, I'll
question,
pull it up.
and then like,
I didn't mean to bring it up right now and make a thing of it.
no, all
but-
good. Like I want to make a thing of it. Sorry. But
It was,
it sounds like an interesting story.
Gage?
I had a bad experience with Jay, so I want to know other people's bad experiences with Jay. I love Psychopathic. That was like a crushing moment for me, my one experience with Jay that brought me out of it. But the thing is, I've come back because I realize motherfuckers are human. People do shit, and honestly, I was being a little whack. So it's
All right,
like,
so here I
get
go.
it now.
I got it.
But yeah.
He said he posted this on Discord. He said, I asked him about the lyrics, everything. Oh, let me pause this because we're not doing Hell's Pit today. Sorry, y'all.
Gage,
No, yeah.
Gage said it was from Slapnut.
Yes, that's from
By the way, we didn't touch on thy Wraith worst song in the album.
yes, it is. It sounds like tropical.
Yeah,
hate-
yeah,
I
it's
hate
It
horrible.
has that fucking like piccolo, and
Yeah.
like you're talking about the Wraith killing people, like taking lives. It's like the Wraith is coming to kill you.
I don't know what Keezy. I have no clue what Keezy's talking about. Some Dragon Ball characters on this track, but I do hate it. It's horrible.
All right. So he said, I asked him about the lyrics. Well, by the way, he said, I asked Violent J about the lyrics to Slapnut, and he ended up getting offended. He said, I asked him about the lyric, everything magical we sold you on was fake. Everything magical we sold you on was fake. Or is it? Remember that shit? On
Yeah.
series, or I'm sorry, not seriously hilarious. You're right, Slapnut.
Yeah.
And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like like you're taking everything back you said on the Wraith. And he was like, I can't believe you actually just said that. I'm super offended you would even say that. And I'm
Jay
like,
said that
yeah,
at
he,
the
he said, and I'm like, no, I don't think that's what you actually think, but the lyrics are scary. And he was like, are you saying I'm a coward? If I had anything to say like that, I'd come right out and say it. Like, Jay, we're not trying to offend you, buddy. Like, he's like just taking everything he says wrong. You know?
That is a great fucking
I
story.
think,
just because that's pretty much what happened to me when I was like, because Jay was, at that time, Jay was dancing fucking everywhere, bro. Everywhere. Like, he was dressing up as Michael Jackson. He had just had a tour where he came out at the beginning of the fucking show as Michael Jackson and did a dance. So when I came out, I was like so stoked to see him again. I'm like, Jay, dance. And then, like I said, he was like, you dance, you fat motherfucker. And he was skinny. And that was like, it was just like,
Man, that probably fucking.
and then like
crushed
I
you.
remember all the juggalos turned around and were like laughing because of course, you know, the Duke just made a joke. I'd have laughed if I was in their position too.
Well,
So
look,
I ain't joking.
he said he still signed
and it was
his,
playful.
he still
I'm
signed
sure
his
to
Dark,
him.
he still signed his Dark Lotus album, so I don't think he's mad.
Yeah.
What'd he say?
What?
What'd Jay say to you?
Oh no, I just no, I
I said,
swear.
dance fat motherfucker.
No, he said you dance, fat motherfucker.
but no. It's
Can you
okay.
like plan your buttons a little better
Yeah.
so that we don't have to revisit my agony so that you can hit a womp womp womp?
He had his finger
button?
on the button, dude. Set him
Jeez,
up.
man.
Set him up and
But
let
look-
him knock him down.
Sorry.
But look, I will say that you gotta admit, Jay was he was in his 30s at that time, like early 30s. He was
Yeah.
still kind of running hard. He was probably like sick of the mainstream fans coming up to him like, "Oh, bro, like yeah, dog." Like, yeah, he doesn't know at that point. He's like, "Who the fuck is this kind of? Who's this cat?" Like,
All right, look. So he also said, hold on.
cut that one down, by the way. That's like that's like a 20-second long clip.
I'll cut it down.
I picked the wrong button. All right.
I was trying to figure out.
leave
so
that to Carve.
there was a discussion about the lyrics in our Discord. So if you're interested in shit like that, we do talk about stuff like that. But
Absolutely.
I don't know how it ended off. But I feel like here's the note I was gonna say when he said the thing about him being a coward.
Yeah, what's that all about?
I think he mistake. So he said, "Are you?" I don't think that's what you actually think, but it's like the lyrics are scary. So I think Violent J's kind of dumb, right? So when we know this.
Wow. Go ahead.
Dum,
You know,
dum,
Vi-
dum.
Violent J's a genius. Yeah, I'm kidding. Like I'm saying it in this. Listen to the context, all right? In the sense that he says scary, and we all know that ICP and for some reason people from Detroit maybe think the word scary means like scaredy. Like you're calling them a scaredy cat. Like if you say he's scary, he's being a scaredy cat. We know that because they talk about that on
Oh,
songs.
he's
They-
a scary motherfucker.
Yes,
Yeah.
they say
Yeah, I
like
know what you're
you
talking-
scary bitch. They're talking about like that you're scared.
that you're a pussy. Yeah.
Yes.
You scary
so
bitch.
so I
Like
think
pussy,
when
yeah.
he said the lyrics are scary, I think he literally interpreted it like he's saying the lyrics are like, yo, your lyrics are like you being a scaredy bitch.
Oh, you being afraid, like you're being a coward.
That's what, I think that's I think
see.
that's what's happening there. I think
Ah.
he's misunderstanding everything he says.
Oh, because
No, the
he's,
lyrics
he's
are
using,
scary. You're saying I'm a scaredy bitch. You know, like
You
Yeah.
saying I'm a fucking coward?
Yeah.
Coward? Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I think that's what's happening there.
Yo, it could just be Detroit slang because you got to think he's the Southwest Strangler, Southwest Detroit.
I know that took
You
a lot
know?
to get out, but I hope that makes sense.
No, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so he thought basically Jay was hearing Southwest Detroit slang,
Yeah. He's
and
like the lyrics are scary.
and
oh.
he meant like scary as in like concerning.
Yeah.
You know, like no, man, like the lyrics are a little bit concerning.
Yeah.
So
Like, why'd
or
you say that? You know,
Ominous.
Why'd
ominous.
you say everything we sold you on was fake? That is kind of
Yeah,
weird.
yeah, it's ominous. Yeah, that's what he's saying. Yeah,
That is listeners. What do you think about that lyric?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of fucking weird, right?
yeah, that's insane though to me. That's a crazy story just because like it's one of those things where I was like, wait, what?
I know. If I was Violent J the country singer, I'd be mad at Violent J and probably like not listen to him anymore.
Yeah. Oh well, that's what happened to me.
That's what happened to me
good-
with
good
when
parallel.
Jamie
Yeah.
Madrox was mean to me. I did the same thing.
Parallel.
I DJ Slug has a question. What and I'll answer. I'll go first, or whatever. But he says,
easy.
what do you think the cringiest lyric Violent J ever wrote is? I'll go first. The cringiest lyric Violent J ever wrote to me is, "I'm Violent J and I ain't no bitch." Go ahead.
Oh, my cringiest is one that a lot of people love, and this one stands out for sure. I have this one ready to go. for only 13, she's got some big tits.
That's probably the winner.
pretty
I
fucking
got a
cringy,
condition.
bro.
It's called clownitis. It comes from clownosis. from
Yeah,
practicing
whenever
clownism.
Jay was talking, talking about your little sis and said for only 13 she's got some big tits. Every
Same
time I hear
thing.
that, I'm like, ugh. Someone's like, I just don't like netting game because I remember when as being a Deck 1 juggalo, if you talk to someone, they're like, I love ICP, and you're like, what's your favorite song? They're like, the netting game. You're like, get the fuck out of my face.
They don't say the netting game.
Oh, they say the dating game,
Yes.
and you go, get the fuck out of my face, juggaho. You know what I mean? So like, netting game to me was almost like a poser song. So like,
yeah.
that's why I hate it. But definitely because of that line, every time I hear that line, I'm like, ugh,
That's a
that
cringe
one
one.
fucking hurts.
What about the line? I'll rape your anus with this broomstick, not my penis.
That's actually kind of actually kind of funny. I like that one a little.
I
bit.
like that. That's
I'm
one of my
cringy.
favorites.
I'm Violent J and I'll rape your anus
Yeah.
with this broomstick,
Not my penis.
Yeah, they do.
I like
He does say like fag.
He's not a
in
raper.
Terms,
I know.
He does
I
say
just think it's funny.
like he does say fag in terms to gayness.
Yeah, of
You know what I'm
course.
saying? So he does use he's like, I with that fag shit, that type stuff. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
of
Like
course.
Yeah, but I'm saying so that's like cringy to me. I
Nah.
think that's cringy.
Not cringe.
I do. I 100% think it's cringe. It's not cringy to say fag. Like honestly, I don't like using fag. Period. But like, it's cringy as fuck to use it when you're talking about gay people, in my opinion. And I'm just saying, my opinion, man.
It was a big thing back
It's
then.
Pride Month, motherfucker.
Is it? Oh shit!
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's
y'all.
still Pride Month.
Sorry
man.
we
Have
dropped
some
F
fucking
slurs on here.
Jeez,
All right,
man.
let's wrap it up, guys.
All right, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did want to say one last thing. I know I was listening to last week's episode just because I normally do just see if there's any fuck ups or anything.
Yes.
And I know we attributed a lot of the songs about Absolute Power that we talked about. Remember, we kept talking about songs that weren't on Absolute Power, and we
Yeah.
kept saying that was on Vintage Tech. Yesterday, I was on a road trip, so I listened to Vintage Tech. I listened to Blevy. I listened to Cut's new album. I listened to all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to Vintage Tech in like 20 years, by the
Yeah.
way. That album fucking rules, by
Yeah,
the
it's a
way.
great one, yeah.
And
Yeah, it is.
but several of the songs we mentioned are not on there. I just want to point that out. But some of them are. Several of the songs that
The
are
Grinch isn't on there?
no, the Grinches,
Okay.
Victory's on there.
Now It's On.
Shock's on there. Now It's On is on there.
Yeah.
By the way, Lee Joe, his homie Lee Joe,
Yeah.
on that song, he's unbelievable.
On Now It's On?
Yes.
Now It's On.
Now
Oh,
It's
yeah,
On
yeah.
was the first Tech 9 song I ever
we
heard.
need to do Vintage
And this
Tech.
was way ancient time. This was on Napster Rap Chat.
Insidious and Kittious and Bittious.
Yeah.
He's,
I-
he's
I-
on one that does that shit.
I did-
Insidious and Kittious.
And I like how Tech at the beginning of each song, he's like gives a little. I wish that Jay would have done this on like Forgot Freshness. Like gives a little intro. He's like, yeah, man. So when we recorded this song, man, we were just just chilling in the studio, man. He's like talking He's like, and Lee Joe, man, you're my dog, man. I heard you were talking about me on the stage, man. Come on, man, talk to me. Give me a call, man. All right, here goes Now It's On with my homie Lee Joe, and like then he plays this song. But, yeah.
Which I murder your whole city.
All right, so listen.
Yeah.
Next week.
Insidious.
Next
I'm already
week.
your
I
host.
traded
Yeah.
Twisted for that song. I remember because that's what it was that I was like spreading around because like shit. Actually, this might have even been before it. No, this was ICP, Eric. Because it was right before I started using LimeWire. Anyway, I was like spreading my underground music and it was in a chat room. Yeah, somebody sent me that shit. I thought Tech 9 was a group.
Yeah, you talked about that
yeah,
last week.
yeah. I was gonna say until Angelic.
Look,
but
Bootleg
anyway,
at the
yeah.
Gathering said Lee Joe is from KC. I listened to him way before he was with Tech. Damn,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what's up. We're gonna get him on the show soon. Bootleg at the Gathering. We talked to him too.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Oh,
we're
good
gonna,
shit, man.
We're gonna have him on as a guest.
Yeah,
soon.
his channel's a shit.
He's amazing. All right, so let's wrap it up. We'll talk about Vintage Tech soon. Next week we're gonna talk about Hell's Pit remix. And whatever else, I guess. Then the following week is the Gathering. So we'll do an episode live from the Gathering. We'll try. We'll see how it goes.
We will do our best.
And then the following episode, we'll be talking about the Gathering. So go to deck1delt.com, subscribe at our YouTube, follow us on the socials where we post stuff. We'll do some more giveaways and shit
Yeah.
like that. So, yeah.
And if you hate me, come up to the Gathering, see me, talk to me, punch me. see
try
what's up.
to
Yeah, we're
fight
trying
Carver, and we'll all jump in.
Yeah, we're trying to do a little. We're trying to be a little more active on the socials. So
Yes.
yeah, keep eyes on that. But yeah. If you attack Carver, we will absolutely jump in.
I would hope so.
I will
If-
jump into my truck and drive the
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
home. No, I was playing.
jump into your truck and leave.
Hey, Vinny Mac might be chilling with us for a little bit. So at the gathering, so if
Vinny
you
Mac's
fuck with
got my
us-
back.
Vinny
Yeah,
Mac.
that's what I was gonna say.
All right, come see us at the gathering. We'll have flyers. I'll have a bunch of stickers for y'all. Hit us up. We'll see y'all. We'll shuffle the fuck up on out of here, y'all.
Get good.
Hey, slide.
Love you.
You slide it.
We'll slide this one right back into the deck, motherfuckers.
Peace.
Fade out.
It's not fade now.
Fade out.
I'll do it.
Much clown love.